Hello, my friends, and welcome back to BVI Pilots. Glad to be here. We are going to be doing a flight out of Atlanta, and we're going to be flying over to Columbus.
Unpaused. Avionics master active. Battery master active. Com 1. 128.97. Navigation on. Beacon on. Scope on. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Go ahead and make sure we got everything turned on here.
Beacon off. Navigation off. Scope off. Battery master off. Avionics master off.
First, we got to shut this down for a second. Alright. Here we go.
Battery master active.
Battery master is on. Avionics.
Beacon on. Landing on.
Oops. Landing off. Beacon is on. Strobe is on. Navigation on. Fuel pump is active.
Fuel pump active. Fuel pump off. Fuel pump active.
And let's fire this beast up.
Landing gear.
Number 1 starter engaged.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Pause system test. Okay.
Gear down. Dot. Num lock off. Num lock on. Parking brake off. Parking brake on. Number 1 ignition on.
Parking brake is on.
Number 1 starter off. Number 2 starter engaged. Scroll lock on.
ATC. Com to not in use 124.850. Tab.
Number 2 starter off.
Com to not in use 124.850. Tab. Com to not in use 124.850. Tab. 2. Tune Atlanta clearance on 101. Tune Atlanta ATIS on 119.650.
119.65. Com to 128.97.
Tune Atlanta ATIS on 119.650.
Wind 165 at 10. Visibility, tree in heavy rain. Sky condition, ceiling 1,800 feet overcast. Temperature, 18. Dew point,
Rings. Hi all.
Gonna be for a interesting takeoff today.
Landing and departing runway 8 right, runway 9er, left runway 9er, right runway 10.
Tune Atlanta clearance on 118. 2. Tune Atlanta clearance on 108. 1. Tune Atlanta ATIS on 119.650. Button. 2. Tune Atlanta clearance on 118.100. Button.
Com to 118.10. Com to 128.97.
Clearance on 101. Tune Atlanta ATIS on 119.650.
Alright, Josh, how you doing, my friend?
Button.
Alright, folks, so we are actually going to be trying to see if we can taxi this time instead of...
Folder view list. FS Airlines. Folder view list. Repart 3D FS Airlines 4 FS Gram for MS Flight Simulator for supply by wire and FS Gram scenery assembly FS ATC shatters 20. Cut the copies, rename, share, delete top of with share, do run as administrator area. Desktop list FS8.
See if we can get this to work today, maybe.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Sim. Obster task restream. Flight star anti-task dashboard. Google Chrome column 26 FS ATC shatter. Play shatter check. Volume. Play shatter checkbox checked. Not checked. Checked. Volume. Collapse button. Settings button. Nearest facilities button. Pressed. Africa 674. Checkbox not checked. Nearest facilities button. Africa 6 Asia 6514. Checkbox not checked. Canada 8990. Checkbox checked. Europe 14896. Checkbox not checked. Oceania 3165. South America 925. Checkbox not checked. United States 15081. Checkbox checked. Custom 0. Play shatter checkbox checked. Volume. Collapse button. Settings button. Nearest facilities button. Africa 607. Nearest facility pressed. Map button. Assist checkbox checked. Clearance checkbox checked. Ground checkbox. Tower checkbox. Departure center checkbox. Approach checkbox checked. Unicum checkbox checked. All button. Clear button. 119.65. Com to 119.65. Com to 128.97.
Now, if I can figure out why.
109. Com to 119.10. Checked. Not checked. Com to 128.97. 100. Com to 135.32. Checked. Not checked. Com to 119.65.
Actually, you know what? That ain't gonna matter. I'm gonna close that anyway. Never mind. I'm not even worried about that.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Alright, so we are ready.
2. Tune Atlanta 1. Tune Atlanta ATIS on 119.650.
Not worried about that.
Button.
Let's go ahead and...
Ground Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey requesting pushback.
It's going to do that.
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey pushback request accepted.
There's some other traffic for you. Got a big jet out to our right. comes another jet over to our left. Nasty out here today, folks.
Twelve 11 p.m.
All right. While we're waiting on that, give me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back.
Target radon.
Ground Freedom Global 9
Global 9
Delta
DW
Whiskey,
requesting the end of pushback.
end of pushback.
1, 2, 1, 1, Tune Atlanta 8, 1, Tune Atlanta 8, 1, Tune Atlanta 8, 1,
Ground
Tune
Freedom
Atlanta
Global 9
ATIS on
Delta Whiskey request taxi for
119.650.
departure to
Button.
the east with Kilo.
1, Tune Atlanta 8, 1,
I'll be with y'all in just a second.
Tune
Just hold
Atlanta
tight.
8, 1, Tune Atlanta 8, 1, Tune Atlanta 8, 1, Tune Atlanta 8, 1, Tune Atlanta 8, 1, Tune Atlanta,
Target radar.
have control. Freedom Global 9 DW taxi to and hold short of runway 8 are using taxiway.
Using taxiway
Contact
Freedom
tower on
Global 9 or Delta
119.1
Whiskey.
when ready.
Alright. AI should take off with it okay until I get now 8 8 come on.
Ground Delta Tree 01 requesting pushback. Delta Tree 01 pushback request accepted.
Alright. Let's see how we're looking here.
Arranks. Think it got stuck during
994
taxi.
BASL. Minus 3 feet per minute. 0 knots ground speed. At KATL. 900. Minus 11 feet at. 0 feet per minute.
Yeah, let's see
Zero
what it
knots
did.
Jump the runway. Airport. 10 runways. Low runways. 0 AR. And use. Jump the runway. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.118.
Yep, it got stuck.
Task switching. Microsoft Flight Ops 30.0 Ops 30.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.01 column 2 6. Task switching.
Microsoft is actually froze. What is it doing? Alright, hold on.
Narrator window. OBS 30.0. OB Narrator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. FSATC chatter selected. No OBS mic rest flight number 100 asterisk dashboard Google Chrome OBS mic rest flight asterisk untitled notepad dashboard Google Chrome OBS 3 Microsoft Flight Sim OBS.
Alright, we're going to do this. Microsoft
Task
has
Manager
decided
window.
to...
Task M 0 Open Navigate Apps Group and Background Processes Group. Process Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Process. List of items.
Task Manager.
Alright.
Task Manager.
So we're just going
%,
to...
vertically DFSH nav NVDA select.
We're just going to have to take off from the runway.
Folder view list.
I was hoping it would taxi, but...
Explorer.
OBS 3.
I expected that it could.
Task rest OBS Task Manager. Task OBS.
Alright, so we'll just
Start window.
do it this
Cap
way.
C. Search window. Context menu list. Unpin from start.
Button documents. Button web. Button settings. Button folders. Button photos. Out of list. Button scroll to right. Button Microsoft room. Button collapse spots for Adobe. Button collapse options. Button search with AI. Search box.
Come on.
Desktop list. And search Cap C. Apps Group. Microsoft Flight. Find Microsoft. Rate. Share. Run as a pane. Microsoft signing. Exiting narrator.
Alright, we'll let that load. It'll take a second. Yep, I confused it with the whole taxi thing. They need to eventually fix that. And I do think they'll fix it on 2020 as well as 2024. I don't think it's just going to be 2024. I don't see that. But, alright.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Nala. Come on. Nala, come here. You gotta eat, silly puppy. Right here. Yeah, eat your food. Come on. Get your food. Eat, baby girl. You gotta eat. You gotta eat.
Loading, please wait. 51%.
Willow.
Airborne.
Here, Willow.
Graphic. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Bone.
Loading, please wait. 52%.
All right. Good girl, Nala.
Loading, please wait. 53%.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I expected that it could do that because sometimes it will taxi and other times it will not.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Loading, please wait. 55%.
In this case,
Result 4. New activities. Bush scripts. Landing chat. Discover landing. Bush. New activity. 4. New activities. Microsoft Flight.
Loading, please wait. 56%. Loading, please wait. 57%. Loading, please wait. 58%.
okay.
Loading, please wait.
Pause. Sound on. Simulation rate 1.
Loading, please wait. 60%.
TFM is
Loading,
shutting
please wait.
down.
We'll shut
71%.
TFM off for a minute. We're not going to take off from the gate again. We'll just,
Microsoft Flight Simulator Ops 30.0 Restream chat column 3 of flight number 157 divided flight number 1 graphic company flight number 1 flight 432. PM graphic 2 visit heading from heading left graphic pilot weight 107 graphic fuel quantity fuel price at 4 to pay dollar slider 4 button update total weight sit heading level 3 payload slash graphic
Loading,
payload
please
natural
wait.
gas link Columbus KC 0 slash 10
menu.
units slider 0
Page 1 of 3.
natural gas like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
Press
9 10
ESC to quit to desk.
Columbus KCSG link Columbus
Press tab
United
to
States
read support and
update
release
button
notes.
slider 432 to pay dollar slider button total heading graphic natural link 3 on slider button load slider 10 396 slider 10 button load
We'll
flight number
load
100
that on there.
graphic flight number 1 from Hartsfield Jackson slider 432
And then we're going to Atlanta.
436 452 812
Arranks. Did you get my text yesterday?
772
Brandon
768
brought up an
764
obvious point to me I never thought of.
What would that be, Josh? No, I didn't see your text. What point?
760 752 744 740 704 700 696 668 664 660 656 652 604 600 509 600 update button flight number 100 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.001
World map. Button 2 of 5. Create a flight plan. World map. Maverick activity. World map.
All
World
right.
map screen. Press space to more. Search results. Aircraft selection. Select departure. Search result. KATL slash. Select KA. Switch depart. Select arrival. Combo box. Search
flight number
search
150
results.
flight number graphic flight number
Text
from
entry field.
Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta
Select
Airport
to enter
KA2
text.
Columbus KCSG KCSG Microsoft Flight
KCSG slash. Select arrival. KCSG Columbus. Combo box.
There we go.
Select to open a search field, or select.
flight number 100 flight number 100
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking.
Arranks. Personal stuff and it being a holiday week.
157
Well, yeah, it's going to be late. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Your own airline
Loading,
company
please wait. 54%.
memory usage 91.7 Google Chrome
I was going to
From DDI,
message you
Jonathan.
here this morning at some point. Well, not morning, but today,
Loading, please wait.
and tell you about that.
74%.
Equivalence flight number 100
But I should have a number for you in, I don't know, a day or so. But at least I'll have the number for you.
57
Hopefully
Loading, please
by,
wait.
if they return on
74%.
Friday, I believe they would, or I could have it tomorrow. So we'll see.
Loading, please wait. 83%.
I didn't even think about that last week.
Atlanta Tower Freedom
Loading,
Global
please wait.
9er Delta Whiskey
83%.
ready for departure
Heading level
to the
3
west at runway
flight number 100
27 right.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 point flight number 100 graphic flight number 1 from Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta Airport heading level 3 current graphic fuel pilot's weight 100 set graphic fuel price at this airport 600 pounds to pay slider set button up graphic natural link 3 on slider set button up total weight 11 6 button up mode slider 10 button up total weight heading nothing to transport
Okay.
run dialog documents narrator documents text documents item Amanda's area type items view list of items items view list of items client 1 point items view list of items.com client 1 1 of 2 items view list selected items of items game copies rename share as delete pop share as to run as administrator items view list of items client 1 point data grid of bed 3x connect button connecting of items client 1.1.0 of items client 1.1.0 I everywhere I of items client date modified of items game of items client 1.1.0 flight number 100 flight number dialog clickable notice generate flight mode button update button log out button dialog cookie terms of private assignment joint EPKT item additionally item insurance for his aircraft valid 24 hours checkbox not checked
You know what? I think there was another update. So hold on a
flight 1
minute.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 Microsoft numlock off
New sub-objective. Apply
Number
full
one.
throttle and keep aircraft straight. A.
folder view list MBTFM beta.x Maps in files
Parking brake
folder view list
engaged.
CTFM beta.x team talk 5 talking flight
Disengage
121
parking
over
brake, press D-pad
copies
left.
rename share as delete pop win share as to run as administrator desktop list
Oh no, I
Talking
got I gotta change some settings real
current
quick.
aircraft Microsoft Flight Simulator Microsoft Flight Sim paused
Options menu. Page 1 of 1. Local players. Friends. Assistance options. Assistance options screen. Aircraft systems. Failure and damage. Aircraft system. Navigation aids. Notification. Easy. Navigation aids. Failure and damage. Zero drift. Aircraft lights. Unlimited fuel. Auto mixture. Unlimited fuel. Off. Aircraft lights. Zero drift. Failure and damage. Navigation aid. Failure and damage. Crash damage. Disabled. Enabled. Aircraft stress damage. Disabled. Engine stress damage. Icing effect. Off. Visual only. On. Use right stick up and down to navigation aids. Easy. Toggleable cat. Navigation. Route and waypoints. On. Off. Taxi ribbon. Off. Landing path. Off. Notification. Easy. Notification. Piloting and off. Aircraft system. Off. Flying tips. Off. Objectives. Off. Software tips. Off. Piloting. Easy. Toggleable category heading. Piloting. Auto rudder. On. Assisted yoke. On. List with. Assisted checklist. On. Assisted landing. Assisted yoke. On. Assisted checklist. Off. Assisted landing. On. Assisted takeoff. On. AI radio communications, ATC. On. AI anti-stall protection. On. AI auto trim. On. Assisted controller sensitivity. On. Off. Gliders, tow plane, helicopters, turbulence. Low. Realistic. Use rights. Points of interest. Easy. Points of interest. Smart cam mode. Auto. Landmark markers. On. Off. City markers. Off. Airport markers. Off. Fauna markers. Display direction to chosen point. On. Off. Display all labels. Off. List with 2 values. Adjust whether you want to display all.
Well, no.
User
Turn that
experience.
off. Hold on.
Easy. User experience. Aerodynamic visual. ATC enforce flight plan. On. Off. ATC UI panel open at start. Off. Show message log in ATC menu. ATC voices. On. Checklist UI panel open at start. Off. VFR map UI panel open at start. Off. NAV log UI panel open at start. Off. AI piloting in cursor mode. On. Instrument heads up display. Chase cam. Full. Instrument heads up display. Cockpit cam. G effect. Off. G suit. On. List. Off. End flight when aircraft shuts down. Off. Press ESC to go back.
Alright. Now.
Options menu. Page
Unpaused.
1 of 1.
Flight number
Currently
157 available. Task
assistance
switching window.
options.
Available flight available.
4.
Microsoft flights. Available flight number 100. Flight number 157. Flight number 100. Graphic quick terms. Private time. Joint EP. I insurance for it. Start tracking button. Flight number 100. Graphic flight number.
Freedom Global International Airlines 157. Ground services here. The aircraft payload is loaded. Here's a brief summary. 10 units, 396 pounds of natural gas.
69
The
knots.
aircraft is ready for a departure.
92 knots.
Safe flight.
Trim up 1.02. Trim up 0.78. Trim up 1.86. Trim up 2.28. Trim up 2.46.
Runway heading 100.
Hold on, no.
2.45. Trim up
113 knots. NAV1 is local.
Trim up 2.72.
Local is alive.
2.88. Trim up
Runway heading 100.
3.13. Trim up 3.12.
Hold on, I'll fix that
Trim
trim.
up 3.16. Trim up 2.23. Trim up
Get your water.
0.01. Trim up 0.56. Trim up 0.89. Trim up 0.83. Trim up
Drink
0.4.
water.
Trim up 0.08. Trim down 0.15. Trim down 0.23. Trim down 0.10.
Get out,
Trim up
Nala.
0.01. Trim up 0.07. Trim up 0.11. Trim up 0.13. Trim up 1.77. Trim up 1.61. Trim up 1.47. Trim up 1.62. Trim up 3. Trim disabled.
Okay.
Scroll lock off. Scroll lock on. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.
NAV1 is localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 100. Glide slope is alive. NAV1 is glide slope.
ATC. Com2 not in use 100. Delta 1306. Atlanta Tower Delta 1306 ready for IFR departure runway 9R.
Flaps 0.
Delta 1306 altimeter 200.
Atlanta, Delta 1306 altimeter 29.93 wind 165 at 10. Caution to taking off runway 9L. Cleared for takeoff runway 9R. 1. Request touch and go. 2. Request full stop landing. Button. 2. Request full stop at Delta 1306. Cleared for takeoff runway 9R Delta 1306. Delta 83. Cleared to land runway 9R Delta 83 heavy. Atlanta, Delta 83 heavy follow the Airbus on final. Wind 165 at 10. Caution the landing runway 9L. Clear to land runway 9R.
Clear to land runway 9 right.
I like how it did that.
Global International Airlines 157 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Alright, I'll be able to request IFR here in a minute.
International Airlines 157 frequency change.
Com 1, 127.25.
Atlanta approach Freedom Global International Airlines 157 is Cut Beach trafficking air 4 miles north of GA 95 2,400 feet. Request flight following.
Request flight following.
U. Atlanta approach Freedom Global International Airlines 157 is U. Atlanta approach Atlanta Freedom Global International Airlines 157 Atlanta approach. Squawk 50 Atlanta Delta 559 descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
And maintain 5,000 feet. Delta 559er.
Squawk 5225 Freedom Global International Airlines
Come
157.
U.
Squawk 5225.
Squawk 5225 Freedom Global International Airlines 157. Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 157 radar contact 2 miles north of GA 95 2,800 feet. Altimeter 29.93.
Roger, Freedom Global
Roger,
International
Freedom Global International Airlines 157. 2.
Atlanta
Cancel
approach
flight
Freedom
following.
Global
Atlanta
International
approach Freedom
Airlines
Global International
157.
Airlines 157.
Damn it,
Clearance
come on.
transition
Transition
Bravo
Bravo
airspace.
Atlanta, Delta 2199, you are 13 miles west of Atlanta.
That's the only bad thing when it reads traffic, it will not.
143.85 when inbound on the approach.
Inbound on the approach.
Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 157
You
Atlanta
stupid
approach.
fucking
Clear through the Bravo airspace. Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 157 Atlanta approach. Clear through the Bravo airspace. 2.
Clear
Say
through
again.
Bravo airspace Freedom
Damn it,
Global
come
International
on.
Airlines 157.
Fucker.
Glide slope is alive. NAB1 is localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 100. NAB1 is glide slope.
It will
Glide
not.
slope is alive.
You can't
NAB1
read
is localizer.
shit
Localizer is alive.
when
Runway
ATC is
heading
talking.
100.
You cannot read
NAB1
that
is glide
menu.
slope.
2.
Going to
Going
119
to
or decimal
119.83
Motherfucker.
International Airlines
Come on.
157. Goodbye.
Com 1, 119.80.
Atlanta approach Freedom Global
They gotta
International
fix that
Airlines
shit.
157 3,400 feet.
Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 157 Atlanta approach altimeter.
Whenever ATC is talking, you cannot pick with the mouse. You cannot select it.
3. Near 3.
Atlanta approach Freedom.
Atlanta
See?
Freedom Global
As soon as I go to read
International
it, they
Airlines
fucking
157.
start talking.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Come on, fuck.
Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 157 Atlanta approach. Clear through the Bravo airspace. 1. Acknowledge transition clearance.
Bravo airspace
But-
Freedom Global
Gotta wait for it to
International
acknowledge that.
Airlines
Then I'll be able to request it finally. Maybe.
U. Cleared through Bravo airspace Freedom Global International Airlines. U. Cleared through 1. Nearest airport list. Button. U. Cleared through Bravo 1. Nearest airport list.
Nope, it ain't gonna give it to me. Usually, if you catch it in time, you can request IFR, but
4,000 feet.
when ATC's talking, you cannot go up and down that list because it will not read it to you. So now,
1. Nearest airport list. Button. 1. Nearest airport list.
I can't do shit.
4265 feet ASL. 817 feet per minute.
I'm gonna try something though.
Autopilot master active. Flight director active. Navlock active. 15 on. Yaw camper active.
And that just... What the fuck? Come on.
Flight number 157. Flight number 100. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Narrator window. Welcome to narrator heading level 1.
Narrator.
Exiting narrator.
1.35.18.0.
Atlanta. U. Cleared. 1. Nearest airport list. Button. 1. Nearest airport list. Button.
Well, I was hoping
Altimeter
so.
1014.
U. Cleared through Bravo airspace Freedom Global International Airlines 157. Atlanta, Freedom Global International 1. Nearest airport list. Button 1. Nearest airport list.
Nope, I can't even... So we'll have to fly this.
Autopilot master off. Navlock off.
We'll just let AI fly this one to it, but
548 feet per minute.
if you don't catch that IFR in
5,000 feet.
time, and there's a lot of traffic talking, you will miss it. And then you can't request the IFR or none of that. Because it will not read that menu to you whenever the ATC is speaking. It will not. You can up and down with the mouse all day long and it will not read it. So Josh, if you want to send that to the one guy that you send stuff to, let him know when ATC's talking, you cannot make a choice on that ATC list while it's talking. It will not let you.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
And I know it's a bug because it should let you no matter what. You can still... Well, when they're talking, obviously it's going to simulate where you can't key up over them, but what I'm saying, it don't even read it to where you can at least get on it and get ready to hit it when they're done speaking so you can actually request the IFR. So.
5760, 1027 feet per minute. 221 knots indicated. Flight number 150, flight number, graphic, flight number 1 from Hartsfield, Jackson, heading. 204 altitude, 5845 distance, 48.7 estimated time, 11 minutes. Microsoft flight, 748 feet, 5930, 732 feet per minute.
Alright. So we're on our way.
6,000 feet.
Not real far. This ain't a real long flight. What are you doing, puppy? What are you doing, my girls? Hi. Hi, girls. Get down. Get down. Get down. Now like a potty? You didn't even eat all your food, girl. Back, Willow. Willow, move. Willow, move. Back. Nala, come on. Let's go pee-pee. Hold on 1 second, you guys, and I'll be back with you. Just give me 1 second.
7,000 feet.
Come on. You guys can go pee-pee. You got to go pee-pee. Go on. Okay. I better get in here before my girl calls my phone. And I don't answer. She'll be like, what the heck? I took lunch to call you, honey. Where was you? Oh, I was taking a doggy outside. Oh, we got finals coming up, you guys. Not looking forward to that one, let me tell you. Alright.
Flight number 150, flight ops, task switching window. Restream chat, restream, Microsoft flight number, flight 1.1, ops 30.0, ops 30, start recording, checkbox, not stop streaming, checkbox checked.
Okay, so
Restream
that's
chat,
good.
column 207.
We're good there.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35. Microsoft Flight Sim. Time and route to destination 11 minutes. Minus 30 feet per minute. 74 65 84 feet. Ops 30 restream chat. Flight number 1. Flight number 1. Graphic flight number from Art heading 200 altitude 70 distance 40 nm. Estimate 9 minutes. Clickable link AVHM. Link ADNL. Link 8 9 minutes. Estimated time left 39.3 nm. Estimate 39.3 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.7454 feet. Minus 79 feet per minute.
Atlanta, Freedom Global, U, cleared through Bravo Airspace Freedom Global, 1, nearest airport list. Button.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0. Microsoft Flight Sim. Desktop. Microsoft Edge.
Whoops.
Microsoft Flight Sim.
There we go.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Com2 not in use 120. Move UI panel to external window. Close. Button. Minimize UI panel. Move UI panel to close. Button. Close. Button. Com2 not in use 124.8. Minimize UI panel. Button. Close. Button. Atlanta, Freedom Global. Com2 not in use 120. ATC.
International Airlines 157.
Com2 not in use 124. ATC.
Com 1 125.50.
Approach Freedom Global International
ATC.
Airlines
ATC. Atlanta,
157,000.
Freedom Global International Airlines.
I'm trying to close this
157
stupid UI panel.
Com2 not in use 120. ATC. Atlanta, Freedom Global International. Com2 not in use 1. U. Atlanta, Freedom Global. U. Atlanta, Freedom Global International Air. 2. Nearest airport list. 2. Nearest airport. 1. Cancel flight following. 2. Nearest airport list. 2. Nearest airport list. 1.
7,000 feet.
Cancel flight following.
Alright, that's okay. Let's...
Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 157 Atlanta approach altimeter 29.93 radar contact continue.
68.99, minus 656 feet per minute. 68, 6014, 218 knots indicated. Minus 607 feet per minute. Engine 1, 70.7. Engine 2, 70.5%, 0 pounds thrust. Left main, 13%, 100. Right main, 13%, 162 pounds, 24 gallons. Left O, 6%, 33 pounds, 5 gallons. Right O, 6%, 33 pounds, 5 gallons.
SkyWest 3662, Atlanta departure SkyWest 3662 10,000 feet. Atlanta, SkyWest 3662 Atlanta departure altimeter 29.94 radar contact continue to JNB.
6,000 feet.
Working on landing here, folks.
5,000 minus 656, 49, 41, 12 feet out.
Josh, you still there? Or did you disappear? Oh my goodness, there's a Willow. What are you doing, puppy? Come on, let's eat. That's bad. Bad. Hold on, I'm gonna take you out. Just wait.
Four thousand feet.
Hold on, Willow. We'll take you outside. But I need freaking back.
$2,500.
Stay, Willow. Hold on, y'all.
$2,500.
Stay, Willow.
3,000 feet.
something real quick, guys.
Ranks. I'm back.
I'll be with you guys in just a second. Luckily, AI is taking care of that landing for me for now. Because I've got a
2,000 feet.
let's just say I got a doggy. It was a bad girl. That's okay.
One thousand.
Com 120.10.
Columbus Tower Freedom Global International Airlines 157 is 5 miles northeast 1,300 feet with Oscar to land.
Freedom Global International Airlines 157 Columbus Tower. Altimeter 29.9er 21215 at 6. Fly straight in runway 24.
Columbus, Freedom Global International Airlines 157 Y 215 at 6. Clear to land runway 24.
Make straight in runway
2 Columbus ATIS on 127.750. Button 1 2 Columbus ATIS on 127.750. Button.
Alright, hold on, guys.
Landing gear.
Why didn't that? Alright. Let me get. Hold on, Willow. Down. Girl. There you go. There. Stop.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Get in.
Landing
Willow.
gear. Landing gear.
It didn't put down the landing gear for some reason.
Landing gear.
Hold on, guys, and I'll fix it.
Landing gear. Landing
2,000 feet.
Landing
Come
gear.
here.
Landing gear.
Go potty.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
I gotta get that landing gear before it just crashes down.
1,000.
Oh, there it goes.
Gear down. Stop.
It's already doing it. Okay. Shit. I'm doing 10 things at once today. Alright. Hold on 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back with you.
500. 400.
Meanwhile, it attacks you while I'm doing this.
300. 200.
2. Report go around. Button.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Well,
You make straight in runway 24 Freedom Global International Airlines
67 knots.
157.
41 knots.
Flaps 0.
Columbus, Freedom
32
Global
knots.
International Airlines
Go in.
157 turn next taxiway.
33 knots. 37 knots.
alright. Well, it did that flight for us.
42 knots.
In. Willow,
45
go.
knots.
There
47
they
knots.
are.
47 knots.
Okay.
48
One more
knots.
thing to do here, folks.
50 knots. 50 knots. 43 knots. 39 knots. 34 knots.
Freedom Global International Airlines 157
31
turn
knots.
next taxiway.
27 knots.
Okay.
23 knots. 20 knots. 17 knots. 13 knots.
There.
11 knots.
Now we're set.
Columbus, Freedom Global International Airlines 157 exit runway when able. Columbus, Freedom Global International Airlines 157 contact ground on
12 knots.
121.9.
Going to
You,
121
1.
decimal
Okay.
Columbus ground on
Give her another.
121.900.
Give me another.
Parking brake on. Com 1.
Columbus
121.90.
Taxi to
Freedom
parking.
Global International
Come on.
Airlines 157 taxi to parking.
Here, you go in there until I get back in here.
International
Get in there.
Airlines 157 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Bravo.
Parking brake off.
And I'll come
Freedom
back
Global
and I'll let
International-
you.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway B Freedom Global International Airlines 157.
157.
That's your cats hollering at me, y'all.
13 knots.
They're in the other room.
15 knots.
All right. So we are.
13 knots.
Let's see.
Taxi
12
radio
knots.
KCST.
Well, we are on the taxiway, so I want
12
to
knots.
let it taxi to the gate. It's interesting
11 knots.
because it taxis to the gate when you land, and I've never really had any problem with it doing that, but taking off from the gate it does. So it's like, okay, make up your mind. Alright, gotta get me some more cold coffee. Oh yeah. Can I say mocha mocha? Yeah. Yeah, I should have an update for you though, Josh, and probably maybe tomorrow I'll have the number for you, possibly. It depends on the way they do their sorting and stuff, and then I'll get it figured out for you.
1. Taxi for takeoff options. Button.
Oh, well, that's a different option.
Com2 not in use 1. Columbus. Freedom Globe. U. Columbus. U. 2. Taxi to parking and fueling options. 3. Ground services. 2. Taxi to parking. 4. Taxi for takeoff options. 2.
Battery master off.
Request
Number 1
taxi
ignition
to
off. Number 2 ignition off. Number 1 fuel valve closed.
Tune
Number 2 fuel valve
Columbus
closed.
ATIS on 100. 2. Request taxi to gates. 3. Request taxi to parking. Button. 5. Ground services. 4. Taxi for takeoff options. 5. Ground services. 3. Request taxi to parking. Button. 2. Request taxi to gates. Button. 1.
Pause. Pause.
Tune
Parking
Columbus
off. Parking
ATIS on 127.750.
Okay, well, so hold on, fucking MPDA. I don't know why it does this. It'll just be
Did
Did they
working.
pick it
Flight
up
number
from your
one,
place
flight-
and it's at the local
Company
facility
freedom-
now ready to
Narrator,
Narrator,
deliver?
welcome to flight flight.
No, Josh, it's on the way there. I just don't know if it's. I don't have the number yet, so I don't think they've got it for going out yet because of the holiday.
Freedom Gl-
is what I'm guessing. So
Flight number.
Folder view list.
Scan
Topic,
off.
flight number 21,
Talking. Exiting narrator.
150, flight number 100. Graphic flight number from Hartsfield Jack heading 0 altitude 309.
All right.
Terms private assignment joint EP restart resume finish the flight link. Item we have a problem. Vitals.com run your own airline company.
now, why did it just cancel that flight whenever I fucking that is not that flight did not run out.
Graphic company KCSG 1148 AI 6100 logo graphic visit airline visited link jobs link world link business visit link world link jobs airline logo graphic visit $122,684.40.
But it took the money from me. I'm going to have to contact him on that because I did the flight and it took it from me. So,
Logo graphic visit link airline visit link jobs link
that's
graphic
about
company
a
job setting level all
crock of
link
crap.
cargo visit link jobs of graphic company job setting level 2 clickable job graphic graphic job table list column 3 payloads column out of link distance next door distance local button collapsed expanded button expand list with 6 items link next door 1 nm 50 nm out of list button expanded local connection timeout COT button collapsed job type cargo button collapsed aircraft each button expanded local list with 6 items distance sort by distance ascending button collapsed expanded list with link on your award jobs of vitals.com running graphic company job setting level here click graphic table with 7 column 3 payloads slash room column lyric description and rewards column link KCSG 102 nm money 3200 link KCSG 102 nm 293 degrees link E80 nm 131 degrees link Al 05 deliver cargo at multiple destinations link KCS money 3290
That is not worth
payload slash remarks full right
$3,000.
for deadline column options column 5 link deliver cargo at multiple destination description link KCSG 7 money 2007 payloads mozzarella deadline options deliver description link case money 2007 payloads days deadline options deliver 20 description and reward link KCSG 80 money 1007 payload slash remark link KCSG 80 21 deliver 22 bags of coal link KCSG 80 21 degrees link KPTK money 1007 payload slash hour deadline options column deliver 184 description and link KCSG 73 21 degrees link KATL money $1,573 payloads in deadline options column 5 link take deadline column payload slash remarks column deadline options deliver 130 description link KCSG 70 money $977.07 payload slash days deadline options out of take colors airports top 10% country table with 7 column 1 graphic icon deliver 11 deadline column 4 2 week payload slash remarks column 3 days 90 row 1 column 2 description and rewards column 3 column 4 column 5 options deliver cargo at multiple destinations KCSG 102 nm 293 degrees P80 nm 131 degrees Al 05 money 3 top description and rewards column link KCM money payloads full right deadline options column 5 link take deadline payload slash remarks column deadline column options column 5 link take deliver cargo at multiple destinations description and reward link KCSG 71 nm money 2007 link KCSG 71 nm 271 degrees link 08 151 nm 29 degrees link KDNN deliver cargo at link KCS out of link S G out of link 7 1 space
So 71 nautical miles.
NM 271 degrees link 08 out of link 151 link 808 out of link 1 5 1
Then 151 nautical miles. So 150, 200.
NM 29 degrees link KDNN D KDNN money 2700
That's just not worth it.
KDNN link Ultimate United out of table clickable link KBNA KRDU link button zoom clickable link graph link map button link is table column 2 description and rewards distance regional link distance local button collapsed distance next distance sort by money button collapsed distance local button collapsed sort by money button collapsed distance list expanded list with link local 20 link regional 150 nm 500 nm jobs of vitals.com run your own jobs of vitals jobs heading clickable visit link graph link map button link is table column 4 column 5 options deliver cargo with multiple description and reward link KCSG 241 nm 130 degrees link KSG 37 nm 331 degrees link KJAX money $22,099 link KCSG out of link KCSG
All right, KCSG.
out of link NM 100 link KCS link SG out of link 241 space
241 nautical miles.
M 130 degrees space link KSG J
KSGJ.
out of link 37 space
37
M
miles.
331 degrees space link KJAX money $22,099 link KCSG 2 KSGJ link KJAX link Jacksonville International United States KSGJ link Northeast Florida RTNL United States KJAX link Jacksonville International United States options column 5 take link
All right, we'll
accept the job
take that
graphic
one.
accept the job setting level 2 clickable job graphic KJ table with KSGJ link Northeast Florida RTNL United KJAX link Jacksonville options column 6 fly link
Fly.
pick an aircraft graphic pick an aircraft table with column 6 row 2 options pick visit link alert you cannot fly this air graphic pick an aircraft heading level 2 table with column 4 column 6 row 2 light options column aircraft profile each craft can get current failures heading table with 2 column 3 options row 2 type column 1 burst tire options column 3 repair link alert the failure has been repaired graphic
Okay.
KC 11 46 1 logo graph airline visit jobs link graphic company job setting level 4 all link cargo visit passenger visit air ambulance link quick visit link accept the jobs of graphic company accept the job setting table with 2 description link money payload toxic departure column 4 and deadline column options column link assign button cancel out of table graphic card made with heading table with link assign visit deadline column options column 6 visit link fly Fit aircraft available.
Fly.
Graphic company freedom located aircraft heading. Table with columns. Row 2 options. Pick visited link. Destination graphic destination heading. Table with column row 2 options. Highway keyword. Table sort of like options column 7. Flight number from Columbus. KCSG to Northeast Florida RTNL. KSGJ.
Alright, so we're going to Northeast Florida.
Flight 220.
220. Okay. So we'll.
Flight number 100. Flight 2 update button. Northeast Florida RTNL. KS silver slider 0. 2046 9111112. 1502 Northeast Florida RTNL. KSGJ hazardous. Silver. Graphic payload silver.
We're hauling silver. They say it's
Northeast Florida
hazardous.
RTNL. Silver slider 2 low button.
We'll load that.
I would pre-plan the IFR flight this time.
Well, that's not why it did it though, Josh. It did it because of when ATC's talking, you can't click the button for the IFR.
Thanks. Flight is too long for VFR.
Flight number 150.
No, well, you can fly VFR.
Memory usage 100.
It's under 500 miles.
12 MB Google.
200 and something, and then 70 something. It's not even 500. You can fly a VFR for ever how long, but IFR, if I put in IFR in 2020, you still got to request it to get the options to show up to when you want to do a descent and all that. And the only reason I couldn't request IFR was because ATC was talking and I couldn't click it. It wouldn't let me click it because
Flight number 100. Star entitled notepad column 5 dashboard Google Chrome. Flight number 100. Ops 30.0. Stream provided. Star entitled dashboard Google Chrome. Flight number 150 advisor.com. Flight number Ops 30. Stream provided. Star dashboard. Flight number 150 advisor.com. Run your Ops 30.0. Ops 30.
and Microsoft closed.
Folder view list.
That's
Start window. Search window. Search box. MIG. Microsoft Teams. Word. Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Search document. Unpin. Access. Read. Share. Not select. Uninstall. Not select. Run as administrator. Not. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sign in.
well, that's twice that it's done that today. But I usually do set up IFR regardless. But in order for you to be able to request an altitude change, if you don't request it, you're going to listen to ATC bitch at you if you just do your own altitude without
Microsoft Flight Simulator
ATC.
1.35.18.0.
Because I've done it and it'll sit there and it'll bitch and bitch and bitch. I don't know why it closed.
1:05 p.m.
That was odd as hell. I don't know, it might be an update or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why it fucking closed. Freaking closed. That is.
Folder
I'm
view
going to
list.
see if
Pocket
I can
camera.
find this while we're doing that. I'm going to show you guys something.
Folder view. Focus up desktops. Google Chrome. New tab. Google Chrome. DVI. Select PDF buttons. Select YouTube. Clickable dialog.
Loading, please wait.
There. Clickable. Banner. Blue phone. Clickable skip. Clickable search button. Search landmark. Search edit. Search blank. Verified. 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 Search. $866. YouTube document blank. Clickable back button.
Alright,
Verified.
let me
Main menu.
find it.
Clickable Shopify special. Clickable MSFS 2020 FPS 700. Clickable realistic 737 cockpit. Full crew flight with 8. With 8. Untitled Google Chrome DVI.
Let me see if this is it.
Clickable. There.
What if I told you that I run an online bridge business? And what if I told you that concept of a bridge is the best online business to...
Unknown. Clickable save button auto plays off top button equals heading level 1 realistic button button click button news button shift button KPR 4 8 current number 1 generator off.
2292, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 2292.
Oh, there's that A350 that's falling apart. Yep. Same airline and everything. Literally. A350 composite issues. Look it up. Yeah. Pretty nasty stuff. ACM bleeds are auto and
American
set.
1691, contact tower
Loading, please wait.
120.75.
53%.
Tower 12075, American 1691. Good night. Okay, before takeoff checks are complete. Yep, and then
Loading, please wait.
is set.
54%.
Completed. And you can go ahead and...
That's pretty cool. That's not the video I wanted
Loading,
you to
please wait.
see.
Clickable see how use symbol 2 page websites. To be a quiz for local bit. Clickable B737 800 Apple Star and cockpit script by aviation engineering. Clickable cockpit scene 737 simulator by 737 W21829 used 2 years ago 9 minutes. Clickable Yahoo motion simulator order now and pay later ships within 10 days. Clickable while I build my home cockpit step by step construction of my G1 Easy Sim PMDT Boeing 737 by Great Flyer 818,000. Youtube.com.
Is this the guy?
Clickable main landmark verified.
Hey guys, welcome back. Here is a long-awaited video on the build of my flight simulator cockpit. All the parts of the video can be seen here, along with the timestamp to go to watch a specific part of the video.
Button K pause K.
Loading, please wait.
Clickable C sliders construction of glare shield 1 minute 7. Construction of glare shield painting 2
Okay, my computer monitor. This construction allowed me to position the monitor nearly at eye level to use it.
No, that's not the one I wanted.
Clickable building a home cockpit episode 1 by model aviation 44,200. Clickable tour by Sim 737 home cockpit by 7.
Here we go.
Clickable main verified.
Loading, please wait.
Hey guys.
60%.
So I got a few messages from people asking me to do a tour of my
Loading, please wait. 71%.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give a quick tour of my sim. And right now I'm at my doorway looking into the simulator room.
Target recon COM 1 124.85 COM 2 124.85 altimeter.
Which was a gift from
Loading,
my
please wait.
girlfriend, by the way.
75%. Welcome menu.
Right away you
Page
can
1 of
see
3.
that there's
Press to quit to desktop.
not a very
Press to
big
read
room.
support and release
It's,
notes.
maybe 4.5 times 4.5 meters, so not a lot of space, and it's pretty tight to get by on the left side, and it's even tighter on the right side. And what that means is that if I have to do some work on the sim, I usually don't do that unless I have to, because when I get under there, the cable management is not that good. I used to yank something and there's a lot of troubleshooting, so yeah. Anyway, these are the 3 computers running the sim. This one is the main computer running the visuals prepared.
See sliders 0 clickable. Button K pause. Play keyboard short.
This ain't the one I wanted.
Clickable building a Boeing 737 cockpit by 300. Clickable KSEA KSFO explain well. Clickable make passive income on YouTube from other short setting level 2. Clickable air save dialog.
Hold on.
Clickable search. Clickable create. Clickable notify. Clickable account. Main landmark. Tab control. Shorts tab 2 of 8. All tab select. Dialog. Banner link. YouTube home. Clickable skip navigation. Clickable search button. Search landmark. Search set sim. S. 860.
Alright, let's see if this is
Clickable back button. Verify. Main land. Clickable tour of Boeing 730. Clickable real Boeing 737 cockpit converted for Msfs 2020 real still peaking a lot of things like Holly Crew 30,600. YouTube.com/watch equals.
a lot of people are starting to do this. Now, granted, it takes a lot of money, but
at 8 years old, that's okay. Button auto play. Clickable 0. Button auto plays off toggle. Button full screen. Button clickable 0. Button news. Button shift plus index. Button K pause.
well, that was just showing a freaking.
See sliders button K pause. See sliders 0 minutes 40 seconds of 0 minutes 40 seconds. 806.
That sucks.
Boeing 737 flight simulator building garage by Adam Savages tested 2,220.
This is the one right here. Yep.
Click verified. Banner landmark. Click main menu button sub. Clickable A button graphic
Hey guys, it's Norm from Tested. I'm here with Jim Price. We are in your home, in your garage, but it's not an ordinary garage. Behind us, it looks like an airplane. What is this behind us?
Boeing 737, built in 1968 or 69. Cycled out in 1987 and was going to be scrapped. And so I decided to save her and cut her off at the section that I wanted and had them trucked it out here and began my project with the 737 simulator.
It's pretty amazing
That's what this
stuff,
is. It's
you guys.
not just the cockpit and the fuselage of a 737. It is a real working flight simulator that you have, that you've built out in your garage.
Yes. 90% of the systems are working. We've all been custom programmed by me and my friend Matt Ford. And we have an instructor station for engine failures and fires and all kinds of different scenarios. And every system in the overhead panel and the instrument panel, all those work the way they're supposed to in the real airplane.
Oh my goodness. So take me back to the very beginning. So Jim, by trade, you're an air traffic controller. You live and breathe airplanes, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I'm going to pause this for a minute, you guys.
I'm a pilot as well, yes. I own my own Piper Arrow. And I started flying in 1980. And I picked up the flight simulator hobby in 1994 when I was getting my instrument rating.
Yeah, so it's computer monitors, and you built like flight simulators before you started this project.
Alright, I'm going to stop that for a minute. To get my flight set back up, being it messed up.
Marketplace. Button 305. Sob B activities. Button 4. Flight training. Press ESC to press tab to read support and release notes. Press ESC to quit to desktop. Flight training. Maverick activities. World map. World map screen. Press space to more. Search results. Aircraft selection. Select departure.
Alright, so
KCSG. After an airport. Search result. KCSG. Select KCS. Switch depart. Select arrival.
Arrival is going to be
RGNL. Select
RGNL.
KABR/Aberdeen RGNL Aberdeen.
That ain't right.
Cabby/Abilene RGNL Abilene. KABR/Aberdeen RGNL Aberdeen.
Don't tell me it's not.
Select
Hold on.
Select arrival.
KSG, Northeast Florida RGNL, KSGJ.
Select to open a search.
Oh, I typed it in wrong.
Northeast Florida RGNL, KSGJ.
Search results. 0.
Sam Golf Juliet. Okay.
Switch departure. Select arrival. Search
Sam Golf.
KSG. Search results. 13.
KSGJ.
Search results.
Okay.
0.
Sam KSGJ.
KSGJ/Northeast Florida. Select arrival. KSGJ Northeast Florida.
There we go. Okay. Let me get this flight going again. I don't know why it crashed, but it did.
Flight number 150, Flyer 220, button. Northeast Florida, Silver Slider 220, no button. Total weight, heading level 3 traffic payload. Next waypoint, KSGJ, Microsoft Flight Simulator 866, Florida 866, Real Ops 30.0.0 over screen chat row 2 column Avio client 1.1.0 everywhere I column 2709. Next waypoint, Avio client 1. Flight number 150.
I'm going to restart the
Flight number 150 at Avio.com. Graphic dialog. Cookie terms of flight silence joined at EPKT. Biden additionally. Biden insurance for his aircraft. Valid 24. Start tracking button. Table 11 rows. Start tracking button. Biden insurance. Start tracking button. Microsoft 800 Ops 30 stream chat column 26 star untitled note dashboard Google Flight number 150 at flight number 150 at Flight number 100. Graphic terms of flight silence joined EPKT. Biden start table with 4 rows. Table start tracking button.
I don't know how it's tracking. The client's not even open.
System train privacy apps using show hidden icons. Privacy network volume speed. Flight 150 notification show test.
Loading
Flight number 150. Folder view list. Main rack. Start top search for human pause. Target. Landing off. Taxi on. Instruments. Show hidden icons button.
Minimize UI panel.
NDI button 28. FSUI Fox News talking flight. Button negative. Route flight NDVA. Show hidden icons. Button. Show hidden icons.
Freedom Global 9er Delta Whiskey Wind 195 at 11.
Flight number 150 at Flight number dialog. Cookie file terms and privacy sign joined at EPKT with Biden official. Biden insurance. Start tracking button. Alert teams that you are not connected to our game server. Please check if your game.
Okay.
Run dialog narrator. Documents. Text available.
I didn't think so, but.
Amanda's Avio driving. Amanda's baby type. Items new list. Items new selected. Avio game client. Cut copies rename. Share at the top of window. Share as to run as administrator. Items new list. Avio game client. Name split button select. Avio game client. Save modified as Avio game client. Flight number 150. Flight number 1. Avio client 1.1. Avio flight data grid. Edit connect button. Connecting. Flight number Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18. Target recon. Flight director.
New objective take off on runway. 1 steps.
Why is it every time I start it back up, it changes my settings? There's no way that was another update already. Are you serious? I'm pretty sure. Let me look and see.
Page 1 of 1. Social panel. Button. Notifications. Assistance options. Assistance options screen. Aircraft systems. Search bar. Aircraft systems. Toggleable category. Auto mixture. On. Unlimited fuel. On.
No, that's on.
Lights.
Okay.
Hero drift. Failure and damage. Navigation aids. Failure and crash damage. Disabled.
No.
Enabled.
It's off.
Aircraft stress damage. Engine stress damage. Icing effect. Navigation aid. Icing effect. Off. Engine icing effect. Visual only. On. Off. Visual only. Use navigation aids. Easy. Navigation aids. Route and waypoints.
See?
On.
All these are back on, so.
Taxi ribbon. Off. Landing path. Taxi ribbon. Landing path. On. List. Off. Use right stick up and down to scroll the section. Landing path. Notification. Easy. Notification. Piloting and controls notifications, off. Use, aircrafts, off. Flying tip, off. Objectives, off. Software tips, off. Piloting, easy. Piloting, auto rudder, on. List with 2, assisted yoke, on. Assisted checklist, on. Off. Assisted landing, on. Assisted takeoff, on. AI radio communications.
This is silly
ATC,
as all get.
on.
Oh,
Off.
no.
On.
Back on.
AI anti-stall protection, on.
That's fine.
AI auto trim.
That's fine.
Off. Assisted controller sensitivity, on. Off.
That's off.
Gliders, tow plane take, helicopter, turbulence, low. Realistic. Points of interest, easy. Tuck, points of interest, smart cam mode.
I don't know why
auto.
it started over.
Landmark markers.
Why it changed my settings
List with 2
again.
values. Off. City markers, off. Airport, off. Fauna markers. Display direction to chosen point, on. Off. Display all labels.
That's stupid.
Off. On. User experience. Easy. User experience. Aerodynamic visual. ATC enforce flight. ATC. Aerodynamic visualization. ATC enforce. Off. ATC UI panel open at start. Off. Show message log in ATC menu. Off. ATC voices. On. Checklist UI panel open at start. Off. VFR map UI panel open at start. Off. NAV log UI panel open at start. Off. AI piloting in cursor mode. On. Instrument heads up display. Chase cam. Full. Instrument heads up display. G effect. Off. G suit. On. Off. End flight when aircraft shuts
I
down.
don't understand that
Off.
one
Use
bit.
right stick up. Press ESC to go back.
I mean, surely that wasn't another update. Surely it wasn't.
Options menu.
Unpaused.
Page 1 of 1. Currently highlighted.
The vital client
Assistance
1.1.0
options.
flat switching window.
Button 3 of 4.
800 stop story stream chat star untitled dashboard Google Microsoft Flight the vital client 1 the vital flight data grid edit 3 combo box of vital ground services green company pilot passengers warnings about non-track flight at this moment checkbox checked.
Hold on 1 minute, guys. We'll take off here in just a minute. Gotta take this call.
Microsoft Flight Simulator flight number 100 tour of Boeing 860 clickable button play keep
Just had one out of wood, right?
Aaron Brawl.
Correct. It started in the corner of my
Hello.
office, and it was a single seater. I put in a wood overhead panel with the real overhead panel insert, and after a while I decided, well, I may as well go full bore. I wanted a two-seater, the real size and the whole 9 yards. So in the same room, I built a complete substructure,
Aaron
overhead
Brawl.
panels, the whole thing, so it was actual
Hello.
same size as the real cockpit. Turn it into a full cockpit.
So how did this opportunity come up to actually get a real 737 and build a simulator in that?
Well, Matt Ford was the first one to actually buy one. He lives in Dallas, or lived in Dallas at the time, and he knew of a wrecking yard up in Ardmore, Oklahoma. And he and his brother were flying over there one day, and they saw all these carcasses of 737 sitting on the ground. So he went and inquired, and he actually bought one on the spot, the sister ship to this one. And it's actually a little bit smaller than mine. His was already cut. But he's the one that turned me on to it, and then I got excited about it. And then in June of 2000, I decided to buy my own.
Wow, so it's 12 years in the as a project, and you're not finished yet. You said you're going to paint it, but
yeah, I want to finish her up. I want to paint it. I'm going to put the Boeing Dreamliner paint scheme on it, hopefully. I'm not sure how it's going to work with just the cockpit section. And then I want to completely redo the visual system for the outside. I've concentrated for years on the inside of the cockpit to get everything working. And that's finally at a point where I think it's pretty good. So now it's time to enhance the outside.
yeah, let's talk about the inside of the cockpit. So you buy the frame, you buy the nose of a plane, and that's cool to look at, but on the inside you have all the instrument panels. Like, how do you go about buying the same instrument panels that go into real planes?
They're all retired planes that these parts are laying around, and they either can't be put back in a plane again for safety reasons, or they just want to get rid of them. So once in a while, a lucky hobbyist like me can actually get in and get a good deal, because normally they're very, very expensive.
All right, Jim, we talked a lot about the construction, the instrumentation, the systems of this 737 simulator. Let's go inside the cockpit and actually take a look at those systems.
Fantastic.
Okay, Jim, we're in the cockpit. This looks like it's what I know a 737 looks like. I am absolutely blown away. This is not at all what I was expecting, even after seeing the pictures.
Thank you.
This is awesome. This is really amazing. How much of the stuff is original from an actual plane? How much is it like aftermarket kit stuff for cockpit enthusiasts? How much is stuff that you came up with yourself?
It's not real simple to answer. I could point out what's real and what's not.
Yeah, let's give some examples. So obviously
control wheels,
Okay.
control columns. This is the real 737-200 throttle pedestal.
Okay.
These are your throttles just like a boat.
Okay.
You
It's
can see
exactly like a boat.
You can see
except for,
the
you
engine
know.
power actually coming up as I push them forward. So all of these are actual real components. Radio heads, intercom system, trim panels. This is the unlock the door in the back and stab trim and stuff.
Okay.
Transponder, which actually beams your discrete beacon code to ATC.
So that tells you where we are.
Exactly.
When you're at work.
Right.
Okay.
And you can change that simply by, they'll tell you to squawk a certain number. They call it squawking.
Okay.
You type it in there, and now they know where you are, who you are.
So when you're flying the plane, do you have other friends that sim the air traffic control side? And
There is a whole online community where you can do a full-on ATC flight from just about any point in the world.
oh, that's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Some people like to do the controlling side of it. Some people do the flying, and you can actually see them. If you're at an airport, you can hear them and see them taxiing around. It's all linked together via the internet.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's crazy.
And so the software you're running is X-Plane. That's the core sim software for the whole project.
X-Plane 10, yes.
Okay. And I think you said you earlier started with Flight Simulator, but X-Plane seems like it's more conducive to the hardcore.
I
sim
used
community.
Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator for years and years and years, and it was really great for what it did. I switched to X-Plane because I think the flight dynamics are much more realistic.
Okay. So when you take a piece of actual equipment that came from a plane, obviously the electronics behind the switches aren't the original electronics.
Right.
Explain a little bit about how you're connecting all this stuff into the machine, and how did you figure out how to? I mean, all this stuff is wired up, right?
It is. It is.
That's amazing. So you pull the panels out and just do a ton of soldering?
A ton of soldering. Basically, what you're looking for is you want the front, the face. That's the main important part.
Okay.
Because you get the real feel of the real switches, the lights, and all that. Behind it, With my setup with the Epic card, it's basically a matrix setup, eight switches per line.
Okay.
And my friend Ted Deller's actually made circuit boards where you can wire into the circuit boards and it'll plug in via ribbon cable to the Epic card.
Okay.
And so you just recognize the switch change, right? And then in the software, it sees that and you tell it what you want it to do.
So first you have to wire up all the panels, and then I assume you're going to sit in here flipping switches, and you're going to say what that switch is, and somebody on the other side of the computer is going to say, hey, okay, we'll make that one. Here's.
If you want to turn on the landing light,
yeah,
you see this switch go clink, clink, on, off. You send a command to Flight Simulator, turn on your landing light.
That's the landing light. Okay, seems really straightforward when you put it that way.
It's straightforward, but the logic in getting them to work like the real system, that's where the challenge is.
And I assume that this is way more work than you did by yourself. When you pulled all these panels out and wired them up, were you just sitting soldering for months and months and months on end, or?
I had a lot of help.
Okay.
My friends Matt Ford, Ted Deller, Matt Wheatlisback, they all have their own projects. We've kind of formed this tight-knit little group, and we fly to each other's locations, and we'll sit there for a whole weekend and solder panels and drink beer, and then we hopefully by the time we have to leave, we'll get an hour to fly.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So we spend the entire time on the bench or underneath the cockpit, or and so to do this entire thing myself, I would still be working on it, probably only be 25% done.
And right now, so virtually everything we're looking at here, including some of the stuff, there's stuff behind me too.
Circuit breaker panels are all real.
All wired into the sim. How does that interact with the sim? Like, how many computers do you have running all this stuff?
I think I have 5 or 6 computers now. I've lost track. Each one has their own specialty. Like one computer runs this whole display system across the front.
Okay.
Which is one of the parts that isn't out of the real aircraft. These are actually just LCDs behind these panels. These are the real bezels out of the airplane, but everything behind it is not.
Well, I have to assume that the glass panels in modern planes haven't been cycled through enough to wind up in scrapyards yet.
Not only that, but they're very, very difficult to interface, to talk to. They require special power and inputs and all kinds of different things. And then all the display, the navigation and the engine displays, all that's written by Mark Hastings with Sim Avionics. He's got the complete custom suite. He does all the autopilot stuff, the flight management system, everything.
So what isn't wired up? Show me
what isn't wired up.
Show me the thing that doesn't work. I'm looking everywhere I look.
That's going to be tough because a lot of fire bells and
that's scary.
You need a drink from the back.
Hey Norm, I'd like a gin and tonic, please. This is probably the only 737 you can fly and have cocktails at the same time.
That's right.
Okay.
And your landings get better.
No cup holders though, Jim. Well, I take it back. There's a cup holder down here on the right. That's fantastic.
One of the first things that went in.
So, explain to me how you're simming the navigation stuff.
So, Mark Hastings' software is doing the actual logic, the ground tracking, the turning, the autopilot systems, as far as automatically climbing, descending, turning. He does all that in his software, and then there's a plugin for X-Plane. It's called XP-UIPC, and it's written by Torsten Spearing in Germany. So that allows us to send data and receive data back from X-Plane, and that's kind of the link with the software.
So you have navigation software that ties into Sim GPS that tracks your simulated position, that then fires that back into the plane simulator to tell you where you are, and then that talks to the autopilot, so the autopilot can get you where you're going.
Right, it all ties together.
Bananas. This is absolutely bananas. And it seems like dozens of people have contributed different pieces to the software that you all share for your different projects, which is amazing.
It is. And without that, it wouldn't be possible. I mean, there's no way, I don't think, that one person could sit down and do the whole thing.
Is there a real black box?
It's red.
It's red,
well,
okay.
Orange, actually, but not in this one.
Not in this one. No need, I guess.
I did have it set up with a taping system as well as some cameras, so if someone came to fly, I could send them home with a VHS tape. At this time, that hasn't been reconnected.
So let's talk a little bit about the screens and stuff, because you said you've spent hours, hundreds and thousands of hours building the cockpit out and haven't really focused so much on the outside, but this looks great to me.
Well, you're right. I've spent my entire life practically making it real in here. because a lot of times actually when I'm flying, I'm in the clouds, you don't really see anything. But the screens outside, they're just regular pull-down screens. I've got 3 1024 by 768 projectors, so it's all projection system.
Okay.
I want to eventually upgrade the projectors, and I also want to do a complete curved screen so you don't get the gaps in the middle and everything. And I need to add 2 more computers to get the correct angles on the side. Because right now on the sides it's kind of stretched just by the way virtually the way it sets up. So I still have a lot of work to do out there, and it can look a lot better.
So how mobile is this? Is this something that you can? It seems like it's a pretty big undertaking if you wanted to move it.
Huge.
Say, okay.
Huge. Yes.
Trucks and forklifts and cutting holes in the side of the garage.
Flatbed trucks and pulling out the garage door and the header, and yeah, there's quite a bit involved.
Okay. Well, Jim, thank you so much for showing us around your cockpit. This is absolutely amazing.
You're welcome.
I unlike anything I ever expected to see. You have a website that we should definitely talk about.
Yes, 737synguy.com.
Okay.
It's a little bit outdated, but I need to work on that.
People want to learn more, then they can go there and find out. You've documented the entire project more.
Okay, hold on a second.
Available client 1.1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft. 867. Tour Boeing 7. Available client 1.1.0 everywhere. I column 3 of 9. Flight number 158. Available. Flight number 1. Dialog. Cookie file terms. Privacy assignment. Join EP. Restart. Resume flight tracking link. Finish the flight. Resume flight tracking link. Flight number 100. Graphic company. Flight number 1 from Columbus. KCSG. To Northeast Florida. RTNL. KSGJ. Heading level 3 current payload / passenger graphic fuel. Pilot's weight 100 graphic fuel 200 to pay $0. Dialog click cookie policy terms and privacy assignment. Join Discord EPKT. I additional insurance for his aircraft. Table column 1 check. Row 3 current airport column 5 kind visited Lincoln. Column 1 check box not checked. Row 2 current airport column 5 KLSD Lincoln. Column 1 check box not checked. Generate flight plan button. Load button. Set fuel slider 0. Unload button. Silver slider 220. Northeast Florida update button. Slider 200. PM graphic 2 visited link. Slider 220. Left main 50%. 636 pounds. 95 gallons. Update button. Flight number 158 available. Graphic company flight number 158 update button. Unload button. Load button. Generate flight plan. No next button. No next button. No next button. Microsoft Flight Simulator 867. Available client 1. Available data grid. Available 3x40 combo box. Available.com ground services. Premium account membership. Flight button. Generate flight plan. Toolbar. Chrome menu button. Sub menu. Flight number 158 available.com. Run your own airline. Heading level 4. No flight plan found. Button. Generate flight plan. Run dialog narrator. Net documents. Documents selected. Tech. Documents. Items view. Amanda's name. Avia type. Items view. Available. Items view selected. Items view. Available game. Copies rename. Share. Delete. Pop up. Share as to run as administrator. Items view list. Available. Available client 1.1.0 everywhere. I window. Data grid of 3x. Connect button. Connecting. Available client 1.1. Available client 1. Available client 1.2.0. Items view list. Available game. Available client 1.1.0. Flight number 150. Available. Flight number 150. Dialog. Clickable notice. Cookie policy terms and privacy assignment. Join Discord. EPK. Item insurance. Table with 11 rows and 4 columns. Client version row 2 status. Table with 4 rows and 8 columns. Row 4 current airport column. Generate flight plan button. Load button. Unload button. Update button. Flight number 1. Graphic cookies link. Generate flight load button. Unload button. Update button. Log out button. No previous button. No previous button. No previous button. Available client 1.1.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Runway 24 KCSG/6990. Flight number 150 available. Flight number 150 available.com. Run your own airline. Microsoft available client 1. Flight number Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Microsoft available client flight number fast switching window. Folder view. Microsoft Flight available client Microsoft flight number 100. Flight number 1. Graphic flight number from Columbus. KCSG to Northeast Florida. RTNL. KSGJ. Heading level 3 current payload / passenger list on each track. Graphic fuel. Pilot's weight. Dialog. Cookie policy terms and privacy assignment. Join Discord. EPKT. Item insurance for visit. Table with 11 rows and 4 columns. Client version row 2 status column 4 past link. Table with 4 rows and 8 columns. Row 4 current airport column 5 KT2. Column 1 checkbox not checked. Row 3 traits column 8 focused. Out of tape flight number 1 on current payload / passenger flight plan optional. Heading level 4 no flight plan found. Heading staff heading level 3. Products for sale on board heading nothing to show here. Pre-flight plane validation at table with column row 2 current value column expected health status column 4 link past. Row 3 current expect status column 4 past. Row 4 current expect status column 4 past. Row 5 current expect status column 4 past. Row 6 current expect status column 4 past. Row 7 current expect status column 4 past. Row 8 current expect status column 4 past. Row 9 current expect status column 4 past. Row 10 current expect status column 4 failed. Expected value column 3 off. Current value column 2 on. Category column 1 unlimited fuel. Available client Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0 column 3 Pause.
Options menu. Page 1 of 1. Currently highlighted. General options. Controls options. Assistance options. Assistance options screen. Aircraft systems. Failure and damage. Aircraft systems. Search bar. Aircraft systems. Easy. Failure and damage. Aircraft systems. Aircraft system. Auto mixture. Unlimited fuel. Off. Press ESC to go back. Press F12 to reset to defaults. Press =/ sign to adjust current options menu. Page 1 of 1. Currently highlighted.
Flight number 150 available. Flight number 150 available.
304.
Flight number 1. Graphic terms and private assignment. Join EP. Item start tracking button. Flight number 100. Graphic flight number 150.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Ground services here. The aircraft payload is loaded. Here's a brief summary. 229 units, 1,502.24 pounds of silver. The aircraft is ready for departure. Safe flight.
41 knots. 65 knots. 85 knots. Airborne. 103 knots.
Close. Button. Com2 not in use 100. Columbus. U. Cleared for takeoff runway 24 Freedom Global 9 DW.
Freedom Global 9 Delta Whiskey, continue for west departure.
1. Acknowledge indication.
Columbus Tower Freedom Global 9 Delta Whiskey, continue for west departure.
U. Columbus Tower Freedom Global 9 DW. 2. Request 1. Request touch and go. 2. Request full stop landing. Button. 1. Request touch and go. 1. 1. Request touch and go. Button.
Tuesday, November 21st, 2023.
Two. Request full stop landing. Button. 1. Request 1. Request touch and go. Button.
1:44 p.m.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
1. Acknowledge frequency change.
Columbus Tower
Button.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158 frequency change.
Com 125.50.
Approach Freedom Global International Airlines 158 is type Beechcraft King Air 5 miles south of Columbus, 2,000 feet. Request flight following.
Alright folks, I am here with you. We are
Freedom Global International Atlanta. Freedom Global International Airlines 158 Atlanta.
waiting for her to stop talking. I should be able to get the IFR.
2. Say again. U. Squawk 5256 Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
Squawk 5256.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158 radar contact 6 miles south of
Come on, shut up.
Altimeter 29.990.
2. Say again.
Roger Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
See, when it starts talking, you can't click nothing.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
Oh my gosh.
Atlanta approach on 126.55. Good day.
Atlanta.
126.55 Freedom Global International
126.55 Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Goodbye.
Com 126.55.
Freedom
U.
Global
Atlanta
International
approach Freedom Global International Airlines
Oh,
158
Jesus, come on.
3,300 feet. U. Atlanta. Freedom Global International Airlines 158 Atlanta approach altimeter 29.87.
This is what makes it hard to get the IFR. It's stupid.
Atlanta. Freedom 1. Request IFR clearance for instrument FP.
There.
Atlanta approach Freedom
Now we got IFR.
Airlines 1589
758 feet per minute.
northeast of Lawson. Request IFR to St. Augustine, ready to copy.
U. Atlanta. Freedom Global International Airlines 158 is cleared to St. Augustine Airport, American Samoa filed. Squawk 5256.
Flight director active. AP altitude 9678 feet.
U. Freedom Global International Airlines 158 cleared to St. Augustine Airport, American Samoa filed. Squawk 5256.
5256.
3765 VASL. AP altitude 9678 feet.
Atlanta. Freedom Global International Airlines 158 read back.
2274 feet per minute.
Radar contact 3,800 feet.
Okay.
Altimeter 29.87, turn left heading 125.
Now.
Proceed on course climb and maintain 9,600 feet.
9,600 feet. Alright, let's do it.
Turn left heading 125. Resume own navigation
Autopilot
climb
master
to
active.
maintain 9,600 feet. Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158 contact Atlanta departure on 125.5. Good day.
Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines. Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 158 contact Atlanta departure on 125.5. Good day. You. Atlanta departure Freedom Global International Airlines 158
And TFM stopped working. Go figure.
TFM is restarting. TFM is shutting down.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35. Microsoft Flight Sim. Flight number 158. Flight number. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh, I hate when Talking Flight Monitor does this.
Microsoft Flight. Folder view list. Page. Flight number 1 task switching window. Folder view list. And then media menu. XNX, Comedy, save configure, set configure, the second figure, help sub, tool sub, reference XNX. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.1. Folder view list. Google Chrome 16 of 30.
Come on. Stupid thing.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35. Microsoft Flight Sim. Folder view list. Google Chrome 16. Navi. Microsoft. Folder view list. Navigraph. Microsoft. Folder view list. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35. Folder view list. Navigraph FMS data man.
This is stupid.
Narrator.
Narrator. Navigraph NVDA select.
International Airlines 158.
NVDA being stupid. NVDA's been really doing this for.
Folder view list. NVDA 38.
Microsoft Flight Sim. Closing bracket. Mic A.
Alright, hold on.
Atlanta, Freedom Global International. Atlanta.
Exiting narrator.
International Airlines 158. Contact Atlanta Center.
Folder view list. NVDA TFM data team.
3.95. Good day.
Don't read the
folder view. Folder view list. Team top 5 classic 10 of 38. Talking Flight Monitor 21 of 38. Copy sequence to rename. Share as lead top of window. Share as to run as administrator. Desktop list. Talk. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0. Current aircraft. Each craft pin. 8584 BASL.
Okay.
Hit the on. Navlock active.
There we go.
Minus 653 feet per minute. 8497 BASL. Autopilot master off. Navlock trim up. 13.07.
I don't know what's going on with NVDA, but I went ahead and just killed it.
Left main. 3%. 42 pounds. 6 gallons.
Whoa! Hold on a minute.
Stall warning.
Pause.
Hold on.
Menu.
Just
page 1 of 1.
1 second, folks. Let me read.
Task switching with task switching with 867. Row 730 ops 30.0 for stream. Stall warning. Dashboard Google Chrome. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Flight number 158. Flight number 1.
It didn't fill up. Aviatype did not fill up my fuel because we're.
Terms and privacy. Simon join Discord. EPH. Restart flight track. Clickable level 5.
What to do this?
Cancel. Roger that. I want to
restart it, and then I'm just going to go here.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.
Pop-up window.
Stall warning.
Warning. Pop-up window. Warning.
Come on, you stupid.
Stall warning.
Pause. Pause.
Options menu. Pop-up window. Warning. The flight will restart.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Below are 2 buttons. 1. Continue. 2.
Stall warning.
Cancel. Continue. Button.
Stall warning.
Alright.
Flight number 150 at Flight number 150 at Vitals.com. Run your own airline company. Number 1 start. Alert, unfortunately, one or more aircraft properties don't match. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Flight number 100. Graphic. KC 1148 air I visited. Flight number 1. Flight 220.
Loading, please wait.
580. 940. 1300.
75%.
Okay button. Flight number 150. Unpause. Target brief off. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.01.
Delta Whiskey ready for departure to the west at runway 24.
Task switching. Flight number 150. Flight number 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Cleared for takeoff runway 24.
Cleared for takeoff runway.
Pause.
Hold on, you guys.
Page 1 of 1.
Global Niner, Delta Whiskey.
Target brief off. Numlock off. Numlock on.
Freedom Global International Airlines
Numlock off.
158.
Numlock
Ground
off.
services here. The aircraft payload is loaded.
Options menu.
I hate when the cursor does this.
229 units. 1,502.24 pounds of silver. The aircraft is ready for departure.
Pause.
Options menu. Page 1 of 1.
Pause.
Currently
11
highlighted.
knots.
Controls options. Button 4 of 4.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
This is stupid. It's having a focus issue when I do it this way. So,
Target brief on. Target brief off.
this is stupid. Start flight.
Ready to fly.
Flight director off. Landing on. System tray overflow. Numlock off. Numlock on. Numlock off. System tray overflow window. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft. Numlock. Target rate on.
34 knots. 39 knots.
Alright, hold on, you guys. Jesus
25
Christ.
knots.
Left main. 36%. 400. Flight number 158. Flight
Alright, do this.
Confirm private assignment. Join EV8. Restart the flight and dragon link. Clickable heading. Close. Cancel. Roger at.
Alright, restart the flight.
Flight number 100. Flight 1300. 1660. 2020. Update button.
Update that.
Graphic compass. Flight number 100. Flight 20. Update button. Northeast Florida. Silver Slider 229. Unload button. Generate flight plan button. Table with 40. Current airport column 5 KLSD link.
Okay.
Start tracking button.
Start tracking.
Flight number 100. Graphic company. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Ground services here.
Flight number 100. Flight number 100.
The aircraft payload is loaded. Here's a brief summary. 229 units, 1,502.24 pounds of silver. The aircraft is ready for departure. Safe flight.
KCSG.
4 runways, runway 13, the news 06, the news, no 13, the news 24, the news, no F13, the news, runway 24, KCSG / 24, the news, no, heading through Falcon Flight Monitor, altimeter, 1012, Microsoft Flight Simulator,
Airport, on ground.
Alright.
0 knots ground speed.
We're on the runway. Now.
FSU, Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0. Scroll lock off, scroll lock on. Scroll lock off.
4. Ground services. Button. 2. Tune Columbus 8. 1. Tune Columbus ground on 121.900. Button. 1. Tune Columbus ground. 1. Tune Columbus.
121.90.
Request taxi. 2. Request taxi. 1. Tune Columbus ATIS on 1. 4. Request taxi. Depart north. Button.
We don't need taxi because we're on the runway.
Runway 24 KCSG / 6990.
Alright.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.
Do this again.
Left main, 56%, 714 pounds, 107 gallons.
Alright, we're good on fuel.
Flight number, graphic flight number from Columbus heading, 200 altitude, 3 knot distance, 240.2 nm. Estimated time left, 240.2 nm.
Actually,
graphic
we're
flight number 100, clickable KJAX link KSA. Dialog, cookie, term, private sign, joint EV8, restart the flight and clickable heading left, code, cancel, roger that.
Just to make sure we're
Flight
starting out fresh.
2020, 2380, 2740, 3100. Update button. Flight number 100.
Alright.
Generate flight plan, but start tracking button.
Start tracking.
Flight number 100.
Here we go.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Ground services here. The aircraft payload is loaded.
Aviatype really
Here's a brief summary.
fix that. That is way
229 units, 1,502.24 pounds of silver. The aircraft is ready for departure. Safe flight.
Okay.
3. Request taxi. 1. Tune Columbus ATIS on 127.750.
Target rate off.
Here we go.
2. Tune Columbus ground on 121.
135 knots.
Taxi. Depart south. 3. Request
54
taxi.
knots.
Depart 6. Request taxi.
71 knots.
Button.
Airborne.
2.
85
Request
knots.
Taxi. Remain at 1. Tune Columbus ATIS on 127.750.
We don't need ATIS.
Button. 1. Tune Columbus ATIS on 100. 2. Request taxi. Remain in pattern. 3. Request taxi. Depart straight out.
We'll just hit that.
Columbus ground, Freedom Global International Airlines 158 ready to taxi departing straight out with Oscar.
Gear up. Dot flaps 0.
Freedom Global International Airlines.
Alright, here we go. Sorry, but NVDA messed up, so I'm like, no, we're not messing this flight up again.
Columbus, Freedom Global International Airlines 158 Columbus, Freedom Global International Airlines 158 Columbus, Freedom Global International Airlines Atlanta approach Freedom Global International Airlines 158 is Type Beechcraft King Air 2 miles southwest of Columbus 1000 feet. Request flight following.
Request flight following.
Atlanta approach Freedom Global International Airlines 158 is Type Beechcraft King Air 2 miles southwest of Columbus 1000 feet. Request flight following.
Alright.
Squawk 5376 Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
Squawk 5376.
Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 158 radar contact 3 miles
Now I
southwest
try
of
to get the
Columbus 1000
IFR
feet.
and we'll be good this time.
Altimeter 29.88. 1.
Roger,
Request
Freedom
IFR
Global
clearance for
International
instrument FP
Airlines
button.
158.
U. 2. Ken. 1. Request IFR clearance for instrument FP button.
There we go. Alright, now we're on track. Jesus.
Request IFR to St. Augustine, ready to copy.
U. Atlanta. Freedom Global International Airlines 158 is cleared to St. Augustine Airport, American Samoa file. Squawk 5376.
Flight director active. AP altitude 13,123 feet.
U. Freedom Global International Airlines 158 cleared to St. Augustine Airport,
AP
American
altitude
Samoa file.
13,123 feet.
Squawk 5376.
Enter altitude. Edit selected 13,001 altitude light checked. OK button pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0 2000.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158 read back correct. Radar contact 2,000 feet. Altimeter 29.88, turn left heading 130. Proceed on course climb and maintain 13,000 feet.
Enter altitude. Edit select. Altitude lock not checked. Check. OK button pressed. Microsoft Flights. AP altitude. Hold 13,000 feet. 3,000 feet.
13,000 feet. Freedom Global International.
Here we go.
158.
Autopilot master active.
Request cruising
Nav lock
altitude
active.
increase.
Fifteen. Lock damper active.
Yaw damper's active. Pitot heat is on. Autopilot is set.
Atlanta. U.
Nav is set.
6.55 Freedom Global
17
International
PASL.
Airlines
24 feet per minute. 4,000 feet.
Climbing to
Atlanta
13,000.
Freedom Global International Airlines 100.
There we go,
is at
folks.
4,000 feet, climbing 13,000 feet. Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 158 Atlanta departure altimeter 29.88 radar contact continue. 2. Request cruising altitude increase. Button.
5,000 feet.
Alright, so there that is. Now that we're flying.
Flight number 1 of idle client 1.1 task switching window. 867. Real B7 867.
So this guy here.
Heading level 3 visited link tour. Microsoft Flight Simulator flight number of idle client 1 867. Tour about 800. Clickable. Button K play keyboard shortcut.
He bought a cockpit of a 737, attached it to his garage, and basically turned it into a simulator. It took him over 20 years that he's invested in time on this thing.
Button shift plus N button M clickable button full screen. Heading link at clickable link Adam Savages tested. Link tested. Clickable link clickable. 6.46 M clickable button join this channel. Clickable button subscribe to Adam Savages tested. Click K button Savages tested blank. Clickable toggle button not pressed. Clickable button clip. Clickable button save button clickable support videos like link http://tested.com/members. Button more heading level 2 shop the Adam Savage clickable button actions menu. Link Savage meatball classic link Adam Savage's model making toolbox poster $24 link SHRT Evans the right parenthesis merit link enter and the right parenthesis merit badge $8 link tested worm flicks with that link Savage worm beanie clickable tab selected all tab from Adam tab cog clickable find lonely love overseas meet sponsored security clickable but clickable link heading level 3 tested flat link clickable Adam Savages tested link clickable link 516K usable 11 years ago link clickable Adam Savages tested link 5 clickable button action menu clickable link heading level 3 how much home flight simulator home sim pilot link clickable home sim pilot link 873K usable 3 years ago clickable button action menu clickable link heading level 3 Amazon worker cost ceiling on the top link clickable car watch
Find what I'm looking for.
clickable button action menu clickable link heading level 3 plane Mrs. Runway and his helicopter.
Oh, that ain't good.
P-51D Mustang will fly, heading level 3 visited, clickable I'm not a pilot, and I land to 737, heading level 3 link, 8,000, clickable building a Boeing 737 cockpit, heading level 3 link clickable fodder gain, link 363, clickable link heading level, clickable rush hour max, an A private jet, heading level 3 link clickable citation max, clickable Boeing 737 real cockpit simulator inversion heading level 3 link clickable Peter Who, link 237K used bullet 5 years ago, clickable extreme fog and mechanical issues private jet flight New York to Texas, clickable panel A320 desktop captain heading level 3 link clickable DIY home cockpit tour part 1 Msfs2020 citation longitude Microsoft Flight Simulator heading visited link clickable citation, clickable Boeing 737 stunning takeoff cockpit 2 best cockpit landing video go 12 heading level 3 link clickable aviation to track, link 327K used bullet 2 weeks ago, clickable button action menu 9,000 link 320 link clickable aviation to track, link heading level 3 Boeing 737 stunning takeoff cockpit 2 best cockpit landing video go 12. Com 1 120.45.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158 is passing 9,300 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158 Atlanta Center altimeter 29.88 radar contact. Continue.
10,000 feet.
Anyway, this guy
867
built his own cockpit, which is pretty impressive.
867 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Alright.
10,500 20 to 18 feet per minute. Engine 1 100.0% 0 pounds thrust.
We're gonna save some fuel here because we don't need 100% throttle now. We can
set throttle percent min 0 max 100.
Take it down to about 70%.
Fuel flow pounds per hour. Engine 1 321. Engine 2 321.
15,000 feet. Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
2. Request cruising altitude increase. Button. Allegiant 2919. Descend and maintain FL 350 Allegiant 2919. U.
12,000 feet.
Allegiant 2919. Descend and maintain FL 350 Allegiant 2919. Com 1 Atlanta 100. Atlanta, Bahamas 2. Request cruising 1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button. Delta 1963. Climb and maintain FL2. Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Contact Atlanta Center on 123.95. Good day. Delta 1963. Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Contact Atlanta Center. Atlanta, Delta 1963. Climb and maintain FL240.
158. Goodbye.
Comma, 123.95.
3.95 Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Goodbye. Atlanta. 3. Request crew. 2. Request 1. Request vector to next waypoint. Atlanta. Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Atlanta Center altimeter 29.88 radar contact continue. Atlanta. Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Atlanta Center altimeter 29.88 radar contact continue. U. Atlanta Center Freedom Global International Airlines 158 is passing 12,900 feet climbing 15,000 feet.
Oh, 15.
AB altitude,
Arrange.
14,000 feet. Set autopilot altitude.
There
Select
goes
room.
ATC.
Altitude lock, not checked.
That bug
Okay,
happened
button
with
pressed.
the
Microsoft
handoff.
Flight Simulator 1.3. Set autopilot altitude. Enter altitude selection removed. Altitude lock checkbox checked. Okay, button pressed. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Freedom, Atlanta.
Now
Spirit
we're on. I'm
746 descent
looking
and
at
maintain
old
FL210.
messages, Josh.
Arrange. Still have it in text though, so that's all right.
Atlanta, Delta 8081. Request vector to next waypoint.
Yeah.
13,000 feet.
And
Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Please expedite your climb 15,000 feet.
yeah, that's why I missed it. I didn't know he wanted me at 15,000. That's why I'm glad that we're able to
1. Request vector to
look
next
at our
waypoint.
messages because.
Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines
Alright,
158.
and I usually try to
Please
keep my
expedite your climb
cursor there
15,000 feet.
because if not.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 13,009 feet AS. Minus 85 feet per minute.
Alright.
Enter altitude. Altitude lock checkbox checked. Not checked. Okay, button pressed. Microsoft. Enter altitude. Edit selected 15,000. Altitude checked. Okay, pressed.
NAB1 is
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. 180 feet
is
per
alive.
minute.
There we
Runway
go.
heading 235.
1696 feet per minute.
There we go. Now it's climbing up to 15,000. You gotta uncheck the hold altitude. You know the box there.
Set autopilot altitude lock checkbox checked.
Descent and maintain
Altitude
FL2.
lock. You gotta uncheck that. Hit OK. Go back. Put your altitude. Check it and hit OK, and then it
Microsoft
works.
Flight Simulator.
Which you gave me that little tip.
13,738 feet AS. 1729 feet per minute.
Delta 808 descent and maintain FL240.
Altimeter 1012 20. 13,892 feet ASL.
Almost at 14,000.
14,000 feet.
And hopefully ATC will let me stay at 15. I really don't want to go any higher, but we can. I mean, we can.
Left main 83%. 1058 pounds. 1.
Yeah, we got plenty of fuel. Let's see.
Fuel flow pounds per hour. Engine 1 326.
Atlanta, Spirit Wing 746 Atlanta Center radar
Engine
contact
1
continue to
70.0%. 0 pounds.
70%.
Delta 808 descent and
Enter
maintain
throttle. Edit
FL230.
14,712 feet ASL. 794. 143 knots indicated.
I'm going to actually take this down to
6 plan.
60%. We don't need it no
Okay, button.
more.
Microsoft Flight
Atlanta, Delta 601
Simulator
Atlanta Center radar
1.35.180.
contact continue to no sat.
There we go.
Fuel flow pounds per hour. Engine 1 278. Engine 2 278.
So 2, 4, 5. 504 pounds
Total
should be
fuel
what we're burning.
2,927.9 pounds. 437.1 gallons. Total fuel flow 565.
NAB1 is localizer.
Yeah.
Localizer is alive.
All
Runway
right.
heading 235.
We'll take that.
Atlanta, Delta 808 descent and maintain FL230. Allegiant, Atlanta, Allegiant 2919 Atlanta Center radar contact continue to big.
Alright, be with you guys in 1 second.
Atlanta, Spirit Wing 746 Atlanta Center radar contact continue to DTSTR. Atlanta, Delta 808 descent and maintain FL220.
15,000 feet.
Atlanta, Spirit Wing 746 descend and maintain FL 230. Spirit Wing 746, climb and maintain FL 230. Spirit Wing 746. Atlanta, Air Transat 327 heavy climb and maintain FL 410. Atlanta, Spirit Wing 746 descend and maintain FL 210.
All right.
Flight number 150, flight number 1, graphic flight number from 11 heading, 1 altitude 15 distance, 201.3 nm, estimated time 49 minutes.
49 minutes till we get there.
Estimated time left, 201.3 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1, Microsoft Flight.
About 200 nautical miles.
Atlanta,
Flight number 5, flight 1.1, off task switching window. Rescreen chat column 257, star untitled notepad column 36 of dashboard Google Chrome column 4707. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 point, Microsoft Flight.
Atlanta, Delta 2923 descend and maintain FL 260. Atlanta, Spirit Wing 3350
see all
climb and
the
maintain FL 390.
all the notes that I was looking through all my materials that I've been, you know, notes and articles and all this stuff that I've been saving since I've been going through psychology classes, all the way at the beginning of my associates.
Atlanta, Delta 60.
One of my files in there, I've got
1716 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at FL 370.
82 pages of just notes.
On 120.
82 pages.
Freedom Global International. Atlanta, Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Contact Jacksonville Center on 134.45. Good day.
Com 1, 134.45.
134.45 Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 158, Jacksonville Center altimeter 29.91 radar contact continue.
I'm gonna kill my dog is what I'm gonna do. When someone calls you and you don't answer, that means you're busy. If they would. Saying that, it would be fabulous.
Allegiant to Jacksonville, Allegiant 2919 Jacksonville Center radar contact continue to big.
Rook Talon. Hey there. How's the flight going?
Hey buddy, how's it going? It's going, can't complain, can't complain. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back with you.
Jacksonville,
Hold on,
Freedom
1 minute.
Global International, Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 158, contact Jacksonville Center on 125.75. Good day.
Com 1, 125.75.
125.75 Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 158, Jacksonville Center altimeter 29.93 radar contact continue. Generic TIV 690, descend and maintain FL 25690. Jacksonville, Delta 1153 contact Atlanta Center on 100, Jacksonville, Flare 2611 descend and maintain FL 370. Delta 1153, 134.5 Delta 1153. Good, Flare, Allegiant 29, Jacksonville, Allegiant 2919 Jacksonville Center radar contact continue to big. Jacksonville, Frontier Flight 3, Jacksonville, Air Transport 3443 heavy traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at FL 360 Airbus. Report them inside. Frontier Flight 38, Air Transport 3443, Air Transport 3443 heavy have the traffic. Delta 1333, climb and maintain FL 360 Delta 1333. Jacksonville, Flare 2611 Jacksonville, Delta 1333 traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at FL 370. Report them inside. Flare 2611, Delta 1333, Delta 1333 have the inside. Jacksonville, Frontier Flight 3899 you are 400 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain FL 360. Frontier Flight 3899, descend, Spirit Wings, Jacksonville, Spirit Wings 3350 Jacksonville Center radar contact, Jacksonville, Frontier Flight 3899 contact Atlanta Center on 123.95. Good day. Frontier Flight 3899, 123.95 Frontier Flight, Jacksonville, Flare 26, Jacksonville, Allegiant 2919 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at FL 370. Report them inside. Flare 2611, Flare 2, Allegiant 2919, Allegiant 2919 have the inside. Jacksonville, Air Transport 3443, heavy contact Atlanta Center on 134.5. Jacksonville, Flare 2611 traffic, Jacksonville, Allegiant 291, Air Transport 3443, going to 134.5 Air Transport, Flare 2611, Flare 2611 have the traffic, Allegiant 2919, Allegiant 2919 traffic inside.
With you guys, just a second.
Jacksonville, Allegiant 2919 contact, Jacksonville, Spirit
Serious?
3350 contact Jacksonville Center on 132.3.
Hold on.
Good day. Allegiant 2919, Spirit Wings 3350, 132.3 Spirit Wings 33, Jacksonville, 690, contact Jacksonville Center on 133.7. Good day. Generic TIV 690, 133.7 690. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Flare 2611 contact Jacksonville Center on 133.7. Good day. Jacksonville, Flare 2611, going to 133.7 Flare 2611. Goodbye. Sunwing 536, 132.3 Sunwing 536. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Allegiant 2659 contact Jacksonville Center on 132.3. Good day. Jacksonville, Delta 1333 contact Jacksonville Center on Allegiant 2659, going to 132.3 Allegiant 2659. Goodbye. Delta 1333, 134.45 Delta 1333, Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 150, Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 158, contact Jacksonville Center on 133.7.
Comma, 133.70.
Going to 133.7 Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 158, Jacksonville Center altimeter 29.97 radar contact continue. Jacksonville, 690, contact Jacksonville Center on 132.3. Good day. Jacksonville, generic 593 climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Generic vet 593, climb and maintain 17,000 feet generic 593. Jacksonville, 0DX climb and maintain FL 190. Jacksonville, 0DX climb and maintain FL 190.
Alright, let me see where we're at here. I had to do something else in the middle of this. So, did they make me do a different altitude?
Jacksonville, 0DX climb and maintain FL 190. Com 1 Jacksonville 133, ATC. Jacksonville, generic, 3, request cruising, 2, request cruising altitude increase. 1, request vector to next waypoint.
Alright, I do want to go down to...
Flight number 158, flight number 1 distance, 145 point estimated 35 minutes. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Jacksonville, 3, request cruising altitude decrease.
Yeah, I want to do a decrease here.
5, request cruising altitude decrease by 5,000 feet. 5, request cruising altitude. 6, request cruising altitude decrease by 6,000 feet. But 6, request cruising altitude decrease by 6,000 feet.
Center, Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Request 9,000 feet.
Enter altitude. Edit selected 50 selection room. Altitude not checked. Okay, but rest. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.8. Enter altitude. Edit selected 9 selection removed. Altitude lock checked. Okay, but rest. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Minus 240 feet per minute. Engine 1. 60.0%. 0 pounds thrust. AP altitude. Hold 9,000 feet. Minus 1683 feet per minute.
Alright, there we go. Here's down to 9,000.
4, cancel IFR. Button.
Okay.
4, cancel IFR. Button.
And then I'm going to put it up here.
4,
The cursor.
Button. 3, request cruising. 2, 1, request 1, request vector to next waypoint. Button. Jacksonville, generic 5JK to
There, that way when they call on, if I don't hear it through audio, at least I'll hear it go over the display there.
14,000 feet.
That'll be just as good. I'll tell you, the other night I was looking through, you know, the interesting thing on Aviatype, and you guys might not know this,
Jacksonville Center radar contact continue to crew. Jacksonville,
when you're looking for airplanes to buy, you can go to the catalog and you can look there, and that's fine, but what you can also do, when you land at an airport, you can look at that airport on what they have there. But
132.3 generic 8RT.
The other night I found an airplane. It was a King Air. I was going to buy it. I almost bought it.
And maintain FL
it was $220,000, which is a really good deal.
Jacksonville, generic 5JK.
I didn't end up buying it because you got to look at the details. I almost bought the son of a gun, and I'm glad that I didn't, because it would have been grounded for a while, because the engines were at 4%.
American 1929 descend and maintain FL 360.
Under quality. So even though it was cheaper,
Jacksonville, Allegiant 2659,
it would have costed
radar contact continue to
a buttload to rebuild them engines. So you got to watch that when you think, oh man, I got a good deal. No, you didn't, because you got to pay the 100-hour inspections.
Climb and maintain FL 38. Jacksonville.
You got to
American 1929 descent and maintain FL
eventually overhaul the engines.
American
that becomes
Jacksonville.
That becomes the job, my friends.
Contact Jacksonville Center on 125.
So right now, I think I've got time to make me a cup of coffee.
798 climb and maintain FL 400. American 1929. 125.9.
By golly, when Josh gets his
Jacksonville.
Josh gets his computer, I can have him doing some flights with me, see, and we could say, hey man, grab the controls here for a minute while I go and make a cup of coffee, or in Josh's case, grab the controls while I go downstairs and have dinner. And we'd be able to do that, see. But not today, Cletus. Not today.
Jacksonville, Delta, Jacksonville, generic 5JK descent and maintain Jacksonville, Spirit Wings 2801 climb and maintain FL 380. Jacksonville,
little bit of coffee in my life.
FL 400.
Little bit of coffee in my life. Little bit of coffee. Just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit of coffee in my life. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
Jacksonville, Delta 2300 descent. Jacksonville,
Answer me,
generic
people.
5JK descent and maintain FL 180. Jacksonville, Execute 700. Jacksonville, Spirit Wings 3350 contact Jacksonville Center on 125.95. Good day. Execute 798. Spirit, Jacksonville, generic JRE 405, 405 have the inside.
Here we go. Kire, make my coffee, please.
Execute 798. Execute 798 have the inside. Jacksonville, Spirit Wings 2801 climb and maintain. Jacksonville, 0DX contact Jacksonville Center on 125.75. Jacksonville, American 1929 Jacksonville Center radar contact continues.
Hey Google.
Generic N40DX.
What time is it?
125.750DX. Goodbye.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Willow, come here. Come here, girl.
Generic 5JK descent and maintain FL
Come here.
180.
Willow.
Jacksonville.
Come here.
1099 descent and maintain FL 340.
Come here, my girl. Come on, up, up, up.
Spirit Wings
Where you going,
2801.
Poppy?
Descent and maintain FL 380. Spirit Wings 2801.
Hello, hello, hello.
Jacksonville, Allegiant 2659 contact Jacksonville Center
What
on
you want in there?
125.95. Good day.
Hold on, pup. I'll take you outside.
Jacksonville, Allegiant 2659, 125.95 Allegiant 2659. Goodbye.
Out we
Delta
go.
2300, descend and maintain FL 220 Delta 2300.
Ooh, it's cold out here today.
Execute 798, going to 132.3 Execute 798. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Delta 1099 descend and maintain FL 340.
Go big old pipe.
Jacksonville, generic 5JK descent and maintain FL 180. Jacksonville, Delta 1099 descent and maintain FL 340.
Willow. Come here. There you go.
Jacksonville, American, Jacksonville, FlexJet 467 climb and maintain FL 430.
You big baby. What are you doing, you big baby?
American 1778, 125.95 American 1778. Goodbye. Jacksonville, generic Jacksonville, generic 593, contact Jacksonville Center on 132.3.
Alright, we should be getting close for our descent. But I've not heard
generic
ATC
593,
say
going to
descent.
132.3, generic 593. Goodbye.
That's the thing. It's not always...
8999
Jacksonville,
PASL. Flight number 150, flight number 1, estimated time 27 minutes.
Jacksonville Center on
Estimate 113.8 AM, estimate 27 minutes. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.
we still got, okay.
8999, 13 feet per minute.
American 1, Jacksonville,
Linear, Georgia, United States.
Jacksonville, Jacksonville, Delta 1099 descent and maintain FL 340.
Lanier, Georgia, something like that. Staying alive. Alright.
Jacksonville, Spirit Wings 3350 Jacksonville Center, Jacksonville, American 1778 Jacksonville Center radar contact continue. American 1778, Jacksonville Center American 1778 FL 280. Jacksonville, Delta 1172, request cruising altitude increase, 1, request vector to next waypoint.
No, we don't want to do that.
Jacksonville, Delta 1173 climb and maintain FL 350.
Please wait.
Let's see who's in the air.
Jacksonville, Jetlinks 458 climb
Nearby
and
aircraft
maintain
dialog.
FL
Tap control.
410.
OK button. Tap control. Airborne tab selected. List Delta 20 for Allegiant 2659. State Delta 2300. State. En route. Distance. 13. Altitude. 21,900. Allegiant Delta 2300. State.
Delta
En route. Distance. 13.
2300
Altitude.
en route
21,973
at
feet. 395 110.
speed 395.
2659, state, en route,
Allegiant,
distance, 16,
en
altitude,
route,
34,998, speed, 395 to 10.
speed 395.
American 1929, state, en route,
American
distance, 17,
1929,
altitude, 36,007, speed,
en
385
route,
310.
36,000.
Georgia, 593,
Private,
state, en route, distance, 18, altitude, 18,999, speed, Spirit Wings 2001, state, en route, distance, 22, altitude, 38,102, speed, 395, American 1978, state, en route, distance, 22, altitude, 27,999, speed,
another one en
395
route,
610.
27,000.
State, en route, distance, 23, altitude, 39,026, speed, 395 710.
Spirit Wings, another Spirit Wings at
37,098,
39,000.
state, en route, distance, 29, altitude, 40,071, speed, 394 810.
Executive at 40,000.
State, en route, distance, 30, altitude, 38,909, private, Georgia, and 550 RT, state, en route, distance, 31, altitude, 18,999, speed,
Another one
100.
at 18,000.
Delta 2300, state, en route, distance, 13, altitude.
Alright then.
List. Ground tab select list.
Ground.
OK
Nobody.
button. Tab control, ground tab OK button. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.
Delta
9000
1099
DSL.
and maintain FL 340.
Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Something like that. Here we go again. Oh man.
Jacksonville, generic 5JK descend and maintain FL 180. Jacksonville, Spirit Wings 2801, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude.
Thing is,
descend and maintain FL 380.
when you're flying, if you got a honeycomb outfit or whatever,
descend and maintain FL 380 Spirit
as you
Wings
notice,
2801.
8998 DSL.
alright, if I move my yoke at all,
Heading 144. Heading 144. Heading 144.
well, I thought last time it.
Heading 142.
Jacksonville, generic 5JK
Heading
descend and
142.
maintain FL 180.
Heading 142. Heading 142.
Yeah, if I move my yoke, it will.
Generic N245JK, descend and maintain FL 180 generic
Heading
5JK.
145.
See? Now autopilot to get it straightened back out, but
Delta 1099 descend.
tell you
and maintain
what, I
FL
learned real
340.
quick. Don't just grab the yoke and start turning it, because I really put myself in a jam the other day doing that.
Heading 142. Flight number 1, estimated time 24 minutes. Estimate 98.9 nm. Estimate 24 minutes. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.
Jetlinks 458 climb and maintain FL 410.
Well, I'm gonna.
3. Request cruising altitude decrease. 2. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button. Jacksonville, Jetlinks 458
Let's hit
climb and maintain
3.
1. Request cruising altitude decrease by 1,000 feet.
I'm gonna
1.
go down
Request
about.
cruising altitude decrease. 2. Request cruising altitude decrease by 2,000 feet. 3. Request cruising altitude decrease by 3,000 feet. Button.
Let's go down.
3. Request cruising altitude. 4. Request cruising altitude decrease by 4,000 feet.
Let's go down 4
Button.
more thousand
4.
feet.
Request cruising altitude. 4. Request cruising altitude decrease by 4,000 feet. Button. 4. Request cruising altitude decrease by 2. Request cruising altitude 2. Request cruising altitude decrease by 2,000 feet. Button.
Jacksonville Center, Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Request 5,000 feet.
Jacksonville, Freedom Global
Descend and
descend and
maintain
maintain 5,000 feet. Freedom Global
Alright.
International Airlines 158.
Altitude not checked. OK but rest. Microsoft Flight. Enter altitude. Edit selected 5,000. Altitude checked. OK but rest. Microsoft Flight. Minus 49 feet per minute. Minus 889 feet.
There we go.
Engine 1. 60.0%. 0 pounds thrust. Fuel flow. Pounds per hour. Engine 1. 306. Engine 2. 306.
Burning 306 pounds in each engine. That's just a little over. Well, 6, 3, 6, 10, 612 if it's
Total fuel.
correct. Let's see.
2,630.7 pounds. 392.7 gallons. Total fuel flow. 618.
Yes,
8,000 feet.
618.
7,000 feet. Six thousand feet. Fifty-one 60 feet ASL. Minus 433 feet per minute. Autopilot master off.
Whoa!
Autopilot master active.
Did that kill my nav?
Nav lock off. Nav lock active.
Okay.
Pivot off. Pivot on. Yaw amber off. Yaw amber active.
I did that, y'all. We're good.
Minus 128 feet per minute. 50 41 feet. 49 16. 209 knots indicated. 208 knots indicated. 208 knots. Engine 1, 60.0%. 0 pounds. Engine 2, 60.0%. Minus 79 feet per minute. 50 20 feet AS. 4,900 feet at. 205 knots indicated.
System test. Okay.
202 knots indicated. 201 knots indicated. 201 knots indicated. 201 knots indicated. 5,000. 200 knots indicated. 200 knots indicated. Minus 52 feet per minute. 199 knots indicated. 199 knots indicated. 198 knots indicated. Enter throttle. Edit selected 59.99 set selection removed. 55. Microsoft. Fuel flow, pounds per hour. Engine 1, 299. Engine 2, 299. Engine 1, 55.0%. Total fuel, 2,595. Fuel flow, pounds per hour. Engine 1, 302. Engine 2, 302. Engine 1, 55.0%. 0 pounds thrust. Set throttle percent. Mid-zero selection removed. Microsoft flight. Fuel flow, pounds per hour. Engine 1, 277. Engine 2, 277.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. Visual runway 13. Approach Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
International Airlines 158.
Jacksonville, United 1339. Descend and maintain FL 350. Jacksonville, FlexJet 467. Climb and maintain. Generic FDN4. Climb and maintain FL 370 TN4. Jacksonville, FlexJet 467. Climb and maintain FL 430. Jacksonville, United 1339. Descend and maintain FL 350. Com 1 Jacksonville, 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 United 1618. Jacksonville Center radar contact continue. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button. Jacksonville, United 1618. Jacksonville Center radar contact continue.
Alright.
Flight number 1, estimated time left 18 minutes. Estimate 76.5, estimate 18 minutes. Microsoft.
Once I get to about 20 miles out,
minus 16 feet per minute.
we'll let AI get us lined up, and then we'll go back to autopilot, and we'll land this son of a gun. Because autopilot will not get you on the runway. I mean, it won't get you lined up.
Jacksonville, Delta 1323. Climb and maintain FL 370. Frontier Flight 2173, going to 132.3. Frontier Flight 2173. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Delta 1323. Climb and maintain FL 370. Jacksonville, Jacksonville, TN4. Contact Jacksonville Center on 132.3. Good day. Jacksonville, United 1618. Generic FDN4. Going to 132.3 TN4. Goodbye. United 1618. United 21. Jacksonville, Delta 1323. Climb and maintain FL 370. Jacksonville, Jet speed 275. Contact Jacksonville Center on 132.3. Jacksonville, United 13. Jacksonville, generic 35. Jacksonville, United. Jacksonville, Delta 1323. Climb and maintain FL 370. Generic N 1135K. Climb and United 2156. 132.3. United 2156. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Delta 1323.
Going to 1 tree,
Jacksonville, Delta 1323. Descend and maintain FL 370.
Com 1, 132.30.
Going to 132.3. Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Goodbye. Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Jacksonville Center altimeter 30.01. Radar contact continue. Jacksonville, Rouge 1600, Jacksonville, TN4 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at FL 360 Airbus. Report them, Jacksonville, Southwest 1686 descend, Rouge 1000, generic FDN4, TN4 have the traffic. Southwest 1686, descend and maintain 12,000 feet Southwest 1686.
I wonder, let me see
Folder view list,
something.
top FSATC chat. Flight number 158, folder view list, flight simulator for officer, next FS Airlines 438, FS Cram for MSFS flight simulator for fly by wire install FS Cram series, FSATC chatter 25.
Let me see
Play
something.
chatter checkbox checked. Volume. Collapse button. Settings button. Nearest facilities button. Africa 670. Nearest facilities button. Pressed. Map button. Assist checkbox checked. Clearance check. Ground check. Tower check. Departure checkbox checked. Center checkbox checked. Approach checkbox checked. An item checkbox checked. All button. Clear button. 122.90 checkbox not checked. Checked. Com 1. 122.90. Not checked. Com 1. 132.30. 100. Com 1. 122.90. Com 1. 132.30.
Yeah, you can't do that. You
Nearest
can't
facility.
use this when you're.
FSATC chatter V1.2.3. Nearest facilities button.
Yeah, that won't work.
FSATC chatter. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
133.7 Rouge 1006.1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button. Rouge 1656. 133.7 Rouge 1656. Goodbye.
5007 PASL. Flight number 100. Flight number 100. Estimated time left 16 minutes. Estimate 65.9 nm. Estimate 16 minutes. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18. Console.
Jacksonville, TN4 contact Jacksonville Center on 126.75. Good day. Two. Select another. 3. Cancel IFR. But 3. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. 2. Select another approach. 2. Select another approach.
Yeah, so see.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0. Navigation on. Econ on. Scope on.
I've got a.
Flight number 1. Estimated time left 15 minutes. Estimate 63.8 nm. Microsoft Flight. Minus 52.13 feet per minute.
Whoa.
4,000 feet. 30 at 51. Altitude lock off. Nav lock off. Minus 17.06 feet per minute. Engine 1. 53.6%. 220 knots indicated.
It's really
Select
dropping
another
quick.
1. Acknowledge instruct. 1.
Climb
Acknowledge
and
instruction.
maintain 5,000 feet. Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
37.24 feet. 18.50 feet per minute.
Select another approach. Button.
So we're gonna let AI get us lined up. See, autopilot won't. I always let the AI near the end get us
Select
set
another.
up.
2.
18 feet per 48 feet ASL.
Button.
We're gonna level back out at a 5,000.
Engine 1. 100.0%. 0 pounds
Select
thrust.
another approach. Button.
The only problem, it burns 100%. It runs the throttle at 100%. That's the only thing about AI.
2. Select another approach. Button. 2. Select another approach. Button. 3. Cancel IFR. Button. 2. Select another 1. Request vector to next way. 2. Select another approach. But 5. Visual runway 20. Button. 4. Visual runway 31. 3. RNAV runway 13. 3.
There's an
RNAV runway
RNAV.
13. But 1. ILS runway 31. 2. RNAV runway 31. Button. 2. RNAV runway 31. Button. 1. ILS runway 31. 2. RNAV runway 31. 1. Vectors to final approach course. Button. 2. Dookie transition. Button. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. But 2. Request approach from controller. Button. 4. Cancel IFR. 3. Select another approach. Button. 2. Request approach from controller. Button.
48, 62 feet per minute.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158 would like RNAV runway tree 1 approach DOOKY transition.
There we go.
1. Acknowledge
Maintain
assigned
present
approach.
heading and altitude.
Button.
Expect RNAV runway tree 1 approach via DOOKY transition circle to land runway 1 tree. Cleared to DOOKY Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
3. Cancel IFR. 2. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. 2. Select another approach. 1. Request vector to next waypoint.
There we go.
20 feet per minute.
Request vector to next waypoint. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button. Jacksonville, Delta 1323 Jacksonville, Spirit Wings 1705, Envoy, Jacksonville, Envoy 3388 Jacksonville Center radar contact continue to haggle. 2. Select another approach. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button. Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 158, contact Jacksonville Center
NAB1 is localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 143.
U,
126.75.
Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
4,900 feet.
2:49 p.m. Minus 62 feet per minute.
2. Select another approach. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. Jacksonville, Southwest 1686 contact Jacksonville approach.
2:49 p.m.
Southwest 1686, 132.775 Southwest 1686. Goodbye. Jacksonville, United 1890 climb and maintain FL 370. United 1890, climb and maintain FL 370 United 1890.
Finished making my coffee cup. Let's go get the doggy out here. Doggy, doggy. What you want, doggy, doggy? Okay. Stay down.
Glide slope is alive. NAB1 is glide slope.
Let's go. Okay, forgot about my coffee in here, y'all.
Jacksonville, TN4 descend and maintain FL 240.
Are you eating your food?
Generic FDN4.
Hey.
Delta 13 Jacksonville.
Nala.
Delta 1323 Jacksonville Center radar contact continue to develop.
That's not yours. That's not yours. That's Willow's.
Jacksonville, Delta 1323 contact Jacksonville Center on 134.3.
You don't get that.
Brandon Armstrong. Now we can't forget about our coffee when we're flying a plane.
Delta 1323.
No! Gotta have our coffee, Brasky. I was,
Jacksonville,
Man.
American 2559, you are 300
let
feet
me-
above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain FL 270. American 2559, descend and maintain FL 270.
Speaking of
American
coffee, let me tell you
2559.
something that happened to, so, my good faithful friend George was on a flight.
Delta 1947, Jacksonville Center, Delta 1947,
And,
FL 330. Jacksonville, Delta 1747, descend
He had a
and maintain
new
FL
person
340.
with him. And they didn't do nothing wrong as far as, them being new, but it was just
Delta 1747, descend and maintain FL
luck
340,
of
Delta
being the first
1747.
day that, they went through all their training and they was officially, a
Delta 1,
co-pilot.
Jacksonville,
That was their
Delta
duty. They
1030
didn't.
Heavy Jacksonville Center radar
They
contact
got through
continues to
everything.
TR.
And they finally was comfortable about, man, this is my first flight where I'm not being trained, I'm not being told how to do something.
Jacksonville, Delta
I already know how to
1947,
do it.
Jacksonville, Delta 1030 heavy traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at FL 330 Boeing. Report them. Delta 1947.
Co-pilot says,
Delta
George, I'm going to go to the galley.
Delta 1030 heavy have a Boeing in sight.
Would you like a cup of coffee? And George says,
Jacksonville, Southwest 2479 Jacksonville Center radar contact continues
that
to
would be excellent. Cup of coffee sounds good.
Southwest 1748 climb and maintain FL 380.
They was on a 12-hour flight, so coffee was, you know, that was
Southwest 1 Spirit
necessary.
Spirit Jacksonville, United 2277 climb and maintain FL 380.
Co-pilot comes back in, gives George his coffee.
United 2277.
Co-pilot sits down.
FL 380 United 2277.
And unfortunately, they hit a really good air pocket, and the co-pilot, George done had his coffee, the co-pilot still had theirs in their hand, and the lid came off when they hit the wonderful spunk of
generic FDN4
that air pocket, and coffee went everywhere, mainly in the co-pilot seat. So, you know, kind of sucks to be them. Speaking of seats, you guys, let me go to it. Open Facebook. Let me go here.
Jacksonville, TN4 contact Jacksonville Center on 134.0. Good day. Generic FDN4, 134.0 TN4. Goodbye.
Brandon Armstrong. Boy, I bet they had fun cleaning that mess up.
Let me find it. Right here. $800 for a Piper Cub fuselage.
134.4. Good day. Southwest 1748.
That ain't what I want to show you guys, though.
Southwest 1748. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, right here. Another one. $2,400 for wings and fuselage of a Cessna. The Cessna 310 fuselage with wings. But I found some seats on here.
Brandon Armstrong. Speaking of flying, SpaceX has a theory of the rocket booster and why it blew up. They were theorizing that it had something to do with the fuel tanks, and the fuel not being distributed evenly.
Yeah, but that still don't explain why the safety system did what it did, but hopefully they can figure it out. And
Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines, Jacksonville, Freedom Global International Airlines 158 contact Jacksonville approach on 120.75.
What are you barking at in here?
Going to 120.75.
What are you barking at, Nala?
Global International Airlines 100.
What are you barking at, Nala?
Jacksonville,
Nala.
Global International Airlines 158 Jacksonville approach altimeter 30.03 radar contact continue to Dookie.
Hold on, guys. Hold on a minute. Okay. I found them. I'm trying to find. They had some seats, and because I'm going to start buying the stuff that we need for the project we're doing.
Jacksonville, Executive 791. Request vector 1.
That ain't bad for
Executive 794.
For a used
Executive
tri.
794 have
What are them called? Them one airplanes. Anyway, I can't find it, but I seen some seeds because I'm going to start, you know, buying all the odds and ends that we're going to need. And I seen some seeds, very, very reasonable price. I think it's like $200 or $300 for 2 seats. But
Jacksonville, 794. Contact Jacksonville Center on 126.75. Good day.
33 feet per minute. Flight number of distance 8.6 nm. Estimated time 2 minutes. Microsoft flight 46 feet per minute.
126.75. Executive 794. Goodbye. 1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button.
I'm really excited about the stuff SpaceX is doing, though. It's really amazing what they're doing. What you got there, pup? What you got, puppy? What you got? You got the phone.
Brandon Armstrong. That's not a bad price for 2 seats.
You got it, Bone. You got it. Got it.
Request vector 1. Request vector to next waypoint.
This is Nala's. Hold on. Here. give them both a dog bone and they want to fight over one. Now, where's your dog bone? Because I know you got one too. Let me see. Is it in here? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I got it. Right here. No, this one. Get it. Willow. They don't want to play with their own bones. They want to argue over one bone. Go figure, huh? Go figure, them little Sallies. Yeah, I couldn't believe when I seen how many notes I have. For psychology, I had over 80 pages of notes. That's insanity.
4832 30 feet per minute.
Why is AI not making a descent yet?
Flight number 1, estimated time 1 minute. Estimate 7 nm. Distance 7 nm.
7 miles out.
Estimated time 1 minute. Estimate 7 nm. Distance 7 nm. Estimated 7 nm. Distance 7 nm. Estimated 1 minute. Estimate 7.3 nm. Distance 7.3 nm. Estimated 1 minute. Estimate 7.3 nm. Distance 7.3 nm. Estimated 1 minute. Clickable link visited link ASAP. Link HAAX 1 minute. Estimated time left 7.3 nm. Distance 7.3 nm. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Waypoint. Button. 2. Select another approach. 3. Cancel IFR. Button. 2. Select another approach. Button. Jackson. 3. Cancel. 3. Cancel. 2. 1. Request vector to next waypoint.
Let's see if I can.
1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button.
4825 minus 33 feet per minute. 4823
Brandon Armstrong. And then, when you feed them, they want to eat each other's food and not their own food.
Of course. Of course.
Requesting vector to next waypoint. Continue to DOOKY turning and following heading 135 Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
1. Request vector to next waypoint.
Minus 56 feet per minute.
Button.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet Freedom Global International.
There we go.
1. Request vector to next waypoint. Button.
Tower
U.
on
Tower on 127.625 Freedom Global International Airlines 158.
Com 1, 127.62.
St. Augustine Tower Freedom Global International Airlines 158 12 miles eastbound RNAV runway 31. Approach circle to land runway 13.
Circle to land runway 13.
St. Augustine, Freedom Global International 2.
Cleared
Declare
RNAV
missed
runway
approach.
tree 1 approach Freedom Global
305
International Airlines 158.
2. Declare missed approach. Button. 1. Tune St. Augustine ATIS on 100. 2. 4. Cancel IFR. 3. Request airport direction. Button. 2. Declare missed
See,
approach.
you can request airport direction, you can request missed approach.
1. Tune St. Augustine ATIS on 119.65.
You can tune the ATIS if you want to get that, which I don't want the ATIS. I need to land before the old lady gets home so I can get this flight in. Which will be landing way before she gets here, but
$3,000 feet. Minus 692 feet per minute. 2950th. 2950 feet.
bam, 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 just a flying.
Microsoft.NET Framework. Details button Alt plus D. Microsoft Flight Simulator. St. Augustine Beach, Florida, United States. 5.4 nautical miles.
We must
255
be
degrees.
over water. Sometimes when you do right bracket shift C and you're over water,
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
or sometimes it doesn't give you the area like it's supposed to, but that's okay.
St. Augustine Beach, Florida, United States. 4. Microsoft.NET Framework. Details button. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.35.1. Total fuel. Left main. 76%. 970 pounds. 145 gallons. Minus 302 feet per. Flaps 0. 2558 feet ASL. 2535 feet at. 141 knots indicate. Minus 1115 feet per minute.
2,500.
Flight number, distance, 8.2 nm. Estimate 1 minute. Estimate 7.7 nm. Distance, 7.7 nm.
There we go.
Microsoft Flight. 2,000 feet. 1955, 1943 feet, minus 1132 feet per minute. Heading, 280. Heading, 280. Heading, 280. Minus 4724 feet per minute. 1415 feet at. 1327, 167 knots indicated. 1,000 feet. Minus 10,400.
Whoa!
397,
200, 120, 50.
What kind of landing was that, homie?
Airborne. On ground. Airborne. On ground. Airborne. Microsoft on ground.
Freedom
Microsoft
Global
Airborne.
International
1.35.1.
121.75 Freedom Global International Airlines 158. Goodbye.
That was not a good landing. It completely just crashed this sumbitch.
The system will attempt to reconnect
Cookie,
regularly.
terms, private assignment, join EP, restart, resume flight track, finish the flight.
Holy cow!
Logbook.com run your.
I bet it didn't put us where we're supposed to be.
Index table, column 6 options. Row 2, column 1, 11/21, departure, column 2, Columbus. Graphic flag link, KC, destination, column 3, Northeast Florida, RG, graphic flag link, KS, distance tip, column 4, 2, additional information, column 5, pilot. Visit 880.2, options, column 6, visit link 2. Flight number 1, graphic flight number from Columbus, status, finished. Fuel burn, 880. Fuel flow, 700, time elapsed, 1 hour, 4, clickable, link KJAX, visit link KSAV, link KMO, graphic KSG, 11,508, 48 arrived, 16 days from now, $119,704.53, visit link.
Okay, this thing is taking money on every flight I'm doing now. Something's not right.
Income statement from your index table, column 4 amount, column 5 category, row 2 and column 1 34 seconds ago, type column 2 lost.
A loss.
Title column 3 hourly rent fee for N03716. You flew 1.24 hours in this aircraft. Amount column 4 minus $928.72.
Okay, so that's the fee. I get that.
Category column 5 rented fees. Row 3 and column 1 35 seconds ago. Type column 2 lost. Title column 3 landing fee at KSGJ. Amount column 4 minus $450.
Okay, I get that.
Category column 5 airport fees. Row 4 and column 1 an hour ago. Type column 2 lost. Title column 3 refueling each craft Air 350i N0371. Type column 30 amount title type column 2 lost. Column 1 35 seconds 34 seconds ago. Row 2 category column 5
Wow,
rented fees.
that was a landing gun ride.
That took I don't understand why it took that much money. The only fee was the rental fee and the other one. There's a bug or something going on with Aviatype right now.
KSGJ link Northeast 11,048 air 16 days from now. Visit 119,007. Logo graphic visit link. Airline visit link. Jobs link. World link. Jobs link. Airline visit link.
I'm gonna do
Jobs link.
something
Airline
because
logo graphic visit 116 days from now. Logo airline visit. Jobs link. World link. Business visit link.
I'm going to
Graphic
business.
building heading level 4. Rented buildings visit link. Airlines buildings provider. Graphic company airlines buildings heading here. You can find a complete list of visited link rental building. Table of 8 rows in column 2 airport. Column 3 type. Column 4 column 5 column 6 options. Row 2 column 1 graphic building. Airport column 2 link N94. Type column 3 sorting facility. Information column 4. Weekly cost /next payment date column 5 $405/week. 11/27/ options column 6 button cancel. Row 3 column 1 graphic building. Airport column 2 type column 3 street vendor information column 4. Weekly cost /next payment date column 5 $4,030/week cancel. 11/27 options column 6 visit link button keep. Row 4 column 1 graphic building. Airport column 2 visit link kind. Type column 3 sorting facility. Information column 4. Weekly cost /next payment date column 5 $6,045/week.
Whoa.
Information weekly cost /next payment date column 5 $6,045/week. 11/25/20:58:57 p.m.
Okay, that's a weekly fee.
Options column 6 button cancel. Row 5 column 1 graphic building. Airport column 2 visit type column 3 sorting information column 4. Weekly cost /next payment date column 5 $870/week. 11/ options row 6 airport type information column 4. Weekly cost /next payment date column 5 $75/week. 11/26 options row 7 airport type information weekly cost /next payment date column 5 $2,740. 11/25/2000 information column 4. Type column 3 office. Information weekly 11 options row 8 airport column 2 visit link 8 type column 3 sorting facility. Information column 4. Weekly cost /next payment date column 5 $315/week. 11/20 options card graphic card made with love nearby link DPAT.
Alright, so there ain't a lot coming out there, but
Graphic company Freedom Global Internet. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight. Microsoft.NET Framework. Details button.
Yeah, it's
Microsoft
not
Flight
even
Simulator
got us
1.
at
Airlines.
the
Graphic company Graphic current airport link. Graphic current time 2020. Graphic current airport link KSGJ.
KSGJ, that's
Microsoft
where it's
Flight
got
Simulator.
it.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
But it didn't put us
Jump to runway.
there.
Airport code edit. G. 6 runways loaded. Runways 06. The news. Microsoft Flight.
ST
Altimeter.
Augustine, Delta 0, 1.
1017. 30.03
St.
inches.
Augustine
Dot.
ground on
Comma
121.175.
121.17.
3. Request taxi, depart straight out. 1. Tune St. Augustine ATI. 2. Request taxi, remain. 4. Request taxi, depart north. 5. Request taxi, depart south. Button. 6. Request taxi, depart east. Button.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. There's not a way to.
1. Tune Delta 0. Hold short runway 13 Delta 0. 1. Tune St. Augustine ATIS on 100 Delta 0. Hold short runway 13 Delta 0.
Airlines buildings.com, run your Microsoft Flight Simulator. Runway 06 at KSGJ. Jump to runway, airport code at land. 6 runways loaded. Runway 06, 13, 20, menu 13. Microsoft.
Generic TIV 690.
Flight Simulator 1.35.18.0.
Hold short runway 13 Delta 0.
There's a jet right there.
3:13 p.m.
I wonder what...
2. Request taxi. Remain in pattern. Button. 1. Tune St. Augustine ATIS on 119.625. 3. Request taxi. Depart straight out.
Parking brake off. Number 1 fuel valve open. Number 2 fuel valve open. Number 1 starter engaged.
I'm gonna see something here. So when I get back here later, either tonight or in the morning, one or the other,
Number 1 starter off. Number 2 starter
I've
engaged.
got something to share with you guys. It's pretty exciting stuff. But I want to be able to actually show you the video too. I'm waiting on a video to be sent to me, and it's got to do with some stuff that we're going to be doing. So
Number 2 ignition. Airlines buildings of the flight top 30 tax switch at
make sure you keep your notifications turned on because it's good stuff.
Restream airlines building of flight ops for tax switching window. Star untitled. Microsoft Restream airlines provided flight ops 30.0 ops 30.
So yeah. Guys, I appreciate all of you. Brandon, I'll get with you later. Josh, I will update you as soon as I get the information, but it is the holidays, so just be patient. Just for